HamiltonIsBusiness.com.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
There's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Got it, the foul.
The home of 24/7 sports talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
Hastings College basketball is on the air. And this is the Tip-Off Show. Brought to you by Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration. Now, here is the voice of the Broncos, Mike Will.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Lynn Pearl Arena. We're at the Osborne Sports Complex here this afternoon. Hastings College basketball on the air here on Extreme Sports. A women's men's basketball doubleheader tonight as the Broncos get ready to take on the Warriors out of Midland University. A team coming in here out of Fremont, Nebraska. Hastings 16-7 on the season. They are 12-5 now in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Hastings coming off with a loss on Saturday up in Mitchell, losing to Dakota Wesleyan by the score of 95-77. Going to be playing a team in Midland tonight. The Warriors are 3-19 in the season. They are 2-14 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They're coming off of a loss to Morningside on Saturday, 97-40. In fact, they've lost their last 3 games in a row, losing to Concordia 76-24. Losing to Northwestern 84-60, and losing to Morningside on Saturday 97-40. The Warriors have just 3 wins this season. 2 of those wins have been against Waldorf. They've swept the season series with the Warriors winning 71-57 in Fremont and winning 78-54 up in Forest City. Their only other win this year was to Graceland earlier this season, an away game when Midland won over Graceland by the score of 67-56. So Hastings and Midland going here in the women's contest to get things started here tonight. Second meeting of the season between these two teams. Hastings went to Fremont back on December the 3rd and beat Midland on their home floor by a score of 108-54. That was a tight ball game throughout the first quarter, 24-18. Hastings had the lead. The Broncos stretched the lead to, 11 points at halftime, 45-34, and then completely dominated the second half of play, outscoring Midland 35-8 in the third quarter and outscoring the Warriors 28-12 in the fourth quarter as they posted a 108-54 win over Midland earlier this season. So we do it again here tonight at the Osborne Sports Complex. Lynn Farrell Arena, Midland and Hastings getting ready to go here tonight. Women's college basketball had a chance to sit down with Hastings head coach Gina Douglas. Spent a couple of minutes with Hastings head coach Gina Douglas. Hastings and Midland going here tonight at Lynn Farrell Arena. And coach coming off with a loss on Saturday at Dakota Wesleyan. Went up to Mitchell and really had no answer for him.
We really didn't. I thought that Dakota Wesleyan played really well. Their top 3 played really, really well and scored for them in a variety of ways. And, we kind of did what we wanted to do. We tried to make it fast. We tried to press them, and I just don't think our press was very effective. We didn't find them early. We couldn't get good traps. I don't know how many times they got out of our trap, our first initial trap, and either split it or just drove right by us. And then it was kind of a numbers game situation all game where it was 2-on-1, 3-on-2, and then we decided to get out of it the third quarter and went to zone, and they missed 4 straight perimeter shots, and then we gave up 2 boards. And so it was just kind of one of those games where, I thought, like I said, Dakota Wesleyan played really well, and we didn't have any answers for them. And when they kind of made their run, we got cold offensively, and that's when they extended their lead.
Got out to a good start, had the lead after 1 quarter, but then got outscored in the second, third, and fourth.
Yeah, I think we had it maybe to 8 or 10. We were up 8 or 10 in the second, and it kind of felt like all right, let's do one big push here and see if we can kind of get them to break early before half. And we just couldn't do it. They tied it back up, and we happened to take a 1-point lead going into halftime. And then, I don't know how many O boards we get, but in the first half, it wasn't very many. And then at the start of the third quarter, it's like they had a determined purpose to go get offensive rebounds against us. And we were undersized to begin with, and then with Ann out, we were even more undersized than normal, and we just didn't have an answer for their physicality and their size.
Yeah, they out-rebounded us 43-25, picked up 13 offensive rebounds in the game, and that was just too much to overcome.
It was. Like I said, when we went to zone and just said, okay, let's see if they can miss some perimeter shots, which they did, and then they go get O boards, and those were kind of just the backbreakers right there. And, but they do that against everyone. If you just look at rebounding margin, they have a very big rebounding margin. They do a good job of taking care of the basketball, and like I said, they played well, and they're always tough defensively. I mean, they're always really good and long and athletic, and, they were a little bit different. They kind of went a little bit more just one-on-one and tried to stick to our shooters so we could get to the rim a little bit more, but then it also kind of bothered our shooters on the perimeter where they didn't have a ton of space to get up an open three.
We had 4 players in double figures, but just not enough offense to keep up with them.
No, and same thing with Ann out, then your bench gets a little bit thinner because then you're starting Jocelyn, and Jocelyn is obviously really, really good, and, sometimes good coming off the bench because she can provide that spark for us. And so your bench is a little bit thinner, but just when you give up 95 points, you're going to have a bunch of scores out there, and obviously we didn't have it on Saturday, and disappointing for a lot of ways, but we still have a chance to finish third in the conference if we can play well down the stretch, and that's our goal now, to see how well we can finish.
Yeah, we got Waldorf, we've got Midland this week, so a couple of games we'll be favored in, but it's kind of a bad situation because we had momentum going into this week, and now we've lost it a little bit at DAC West, and we played 2 teams that we should handle.
Yeah, I think momentum has definitely slowed, but it's just part of the ebb and flow of a season, and it just depends on who you play and when you play them, type of thing. And so, it's Midland and Waldorf, and then we have a bye, so then it kind of seems like things really slow down a little bit there. But then we go at Morningside and then Doane and Concordia, and so we know we only have 5 regular season games left, and we need to play well to secure that third spot, and it starts tonight.
Is there a message for this final push in the regular season?
Yeah, I always seem like I always have a message in the month of February that we basically say Happy February, right? Like, it's a long season, and teams that have stuff to play for, they fight through the fatigue, they fight through just the mental and physical drain of this season. I think yesterday was maybe practice 61 already. We've just had a lot of practices, a lot of games, and we know that, and we know that it's a tough season, but we have to fight through it, and we have to finish the year strong if we want to make a run in the GPAC tournament and the national tournament. And so, some of it's just the mental toughness to be able to fight through some of this fatigue, some of this sickness, and stuff that every team deals with, the travel, coming home in a snowstorm, like all that fun stuff. But you just have to be mentally tough to go fight through it.
So maybe a good point of the season where we got maybe a couple of patsies here, and then the bye week, try to get healthy and get our legs under us again.
Yeah, we definitely need to get healthy, just from a physicality standpoint and just a sickness standpoint. I think there's just been a lot of stuff going around, and it's our team's not avoided it like everyone else has. So, definitely need to get healthy. But, these games are still games that we're going to have to play well. The Midland game, the first time we played them, they went crazy from the 3-point line in the first half, and it wasn't a blowout by any means. And they're doing a few different things now, but we know that we have to play well. We can't let the Weber kid go off against us again tonight, and play well and go get a win.
Yeah, Weber had 22 points, had 6 3-pointers in the first go-around. Obviously, she's our focus point tonight.
Yeah, she is. She had 22 points in the first half, and I can't remember what they started off from 3, but it was crazy. They were 6 of 7 or something like that, and seemed like everything they were throwing up went in. And so we just know we have to do a better job of defending the 3-point line. They've switched their starting lineup. They're definitely smaller, I would say, and so sometimes that creates issues. It gives us an advantage on the offensive end because if we can score in the post, but defensively, then you have to basically guard 5 perimeter kids out there, and Macy has to step out and guard the perimeter, and Gentry as well, which they can do that, but it's just different for them, and very different than guarding Dakota Wesleyan, and so it's just a different look that we have to get used to and adjust to.
Are you doing anything else differently other than the starting lineup?
Yeah, I mean, with their 5 perimeter kids, they basically go 5 out, and their action's not bad. They do some pretty good action with it. Screen away, curl screens, a lot of off-ball movement, and sometimes if you don't communicate, that stuff can really get you screwed up and give up easy buckets. So we know that we're gonna start off switching 1 through 5 for us, and hopefully that will eliminate any confusion on what we're doing switching wise, and then we have to keep it on one side of the court. So it's a little bit different than the first time, and like I said, a little bit different guarding 5 perimeter kids compared to having a post in there that's always ready to help.
After the loss on Saturday, what do you want to see out of the club tonight?
Just some bounce back. I just think that, like I said, this is a time of year where you either have something to play for or you don't. And if you have something to play for, then you got to fight through a few things out there. And if we have some bounce back and some energy, I'll be happy to see that tonight.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Jen Douglas, head coach for Hastings College. We'll have more after this. You're listening to
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex, getting set for women's college basketball tonight. Hastings College and Midland. Other games going on in the conference tonight. Dordt is playing in Sioux City against Morningside. Concordia is playing in Crete against Doane. Northwestern is at Briar Cliff. Top 4 teams in the conference as we get going here tonight. Dordt still on top. The Defenders are 15-1, ranked number 1 in the nation. They're 21-1 overall. Dakota Wesleyan is at 15-2. Concordia is sitting at 12-4 in the conference, and Hastings at 12-5. Midland down here in 10th place. The Warriors are at 2-14. That's the tip-off show. Stick around. The game is coming up next. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Extreme Sports.
You've been listening to the Tip-Off Show, brought to you by Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration. Stay tuned. Hastings College Play-by-Play is up next on your exclusive home for Bronco Sports, Extreme Sports.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein. President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Hastings College Basketball is brought to you by 5 Points Bank, the better bank. By High Street Insurance Partners, looking out for you. By Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. By Mammoth Sports Construction, do something big. By Mary Lanning Healthcare, your care, our inspiration. By Pepsi, delicious, refreshing Pepsi. And by the Runza Restaurants, homemade, fresh. Hastings College Basketball is also brought to you in part by Bob Sass Flowers, Family Medical Center, Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, 2nd Street Slammer. By the Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. By B&B Cleaning. And by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning.
Again, welcome back to Lynn Farrell Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex. Women's college basketball tonight here on Extreme Sports. Midland getting set to take on Hastings College. Again, the Warriors are 3-19 in the season. They are 2-14 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Hastings coming in 16-7. They are 12-5 in conference play. We'll get you the starting lineups for the ball game here tonight. Brought to you by B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings, your trusted cleaning experts for homes and businesses. Hastings will go this way. It'll be McKenna Yates, the 5'8" sophomore out of McCool Junction. Yates is now averaging 13.4 points and 3.7 rebounds per game. It'll be Mariah Avila, the 5'5" senior out of Scotts Bluff. Avila averaging 11.4 points and 2.9 rebounds per game. Bailey Kissinger, the 5'8" junior out of St. Cecilia. Kissinger averaging 13.3 points and 5.7 rebounds per game. And Bose is back, the 5'9" sophomore out of Orleans. She has been out the last couple of games with a concussion. Bose back in there tonight, averaging 11.3 points, 4.8 rebounds per game. Macy Bryant, the other starter, a 5'11" senior out of Fremont, averaging 9.7 points and 3.6 rebounds per game. Midland going with a little bit different lineup than we saw up in Fremont earlier this year. Sierra Barbary will get the start, a 5'6" freshman out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, averaging 2.7 points per ball game. Addie Offit is a 5'8" junior from Amos, New Mexico. Offit is averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds per game. Ellie Bouvard is a 5'11" junior out of Lincoln, averaging 8 points per game. Sierra George is a 5'3" senior out of Seattle, averaging 6.9 per game. Jenna Weber, by far their best player on the team, the 5'8" sophomore out of Fredonia, Kansas. Weber is averaging 18.6 points and 6 rebounds per game. Midland are going to be dressed in their blue unis here tonight with their orange and white trim. Hastings in their homestanding whites, their crimson trim. Hastings controls the opening tap. The Broncos shooting to our basket to our left, and the ball game is underway. Avila goes right to work inside with Macy Bryant. She grabs the ball, shoots, and scores. Hastings scores 20 seconds into the ball game. 2-0 is the score. Midland really had problems with the Bronco pressure in that first ball game. They break it here easily as they bring the ball down the near sideline, and now they set up in their offensive zone.
This sound is sponsored by StereoTool. Go to stereotool.com.
Here's Weber with the ball. Entry pass inside. The ball is going to be deflected. It is loose. It's picked up here by the Warriors. Driving the ball to the basket there is going to be Bouvard. Her shot's going to be up there. No good. Rebound comes down to Hastings. This is Kissinger coming back with the ball. Here's Ann Bowes with it. Free throw line extended right side. Back out on top now. That's McKinney Yates. Goes over to Kissinger. On the far side, Kissinger drives the ball to the rack, and we got a whistle on the way in, and a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Sierra George of Midland. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 1 in the Warriors just underway. Women's college basketball tonight here on Extreme Sports. 2-0 is the score. Hastings has got the lead. Avila goes to Macy Bryant. Her shot's up and in. Avila gets the assist. Macy Bryant gets the second field goal of the ball game. 4-0 is the score. Pressure by Hastings in backcourt. That's Weber getting the ball down the far sideline. A pass ahead now to Offit. Her shot's up and in. Addie Offit, she scores as she breaks loose from the Bronco pressure. There's the ball. It's going to be deflected into the scores table here on the near sideline. Hastings will play things in. I think somebody's dinner just went flying here. They took out a plate of munchies down here on the scores table. And Hastings will play things in. 8 minutes and 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 4-2 is the score. Hastings out on top of Midland. Broncos inbounding the ball. Here's McKinney Yates. Bounce pass goes inside to Bowes. Spins, puts up a shot off the window and scores. And Bowes, and she has missed the last 2 games with a concussion. She's back in there here tonight. 6-2 is the score. Pressure down here in the corner. And a traveling violation is going to be called. Sierra George was trapped down here in the corner on the near side. And she's whistled for the traveling violation. That's going to be the first turnover of the ball game now for Midland. Ali Hakeem Zada is going to come into the ball game now for Midland. There's a turnover on the Broncos. Coming out of there with the ball is going to be Jenna Weber. Bouvard out here in 3-point territory goes to the left side. That's going to be Barbary with the ball. And she did not play in the ball game against Hastings the first time around. Here's a Bouvard on the baseline. Her shot's going to be up there and in, and she's fouled in the play. Bouvard will go to the free throw line and try to make this a 3-point play. Macy Bryant commits the personal foul. That's going to be her first, team foul number 1 in the Broncos. Ellie Bovaert going to the free throw line. He's 62% foul shooter on the season. Shot is up there, and the shot is good. Midland is a team hitting 65% from the free throw line, which is last in the conference. Hastings out on top of Midland, 6-5 early in the ballgame. 7:48 to play here in the first quarter. Kissinger forcing her way to the basket. Her shot no good. Offit with a rebound. Addie Offit with the ball. Gets it to a Bovaert into the offensive zone here for Midland. Ellie brings it to the near side. Here's a pass out on top. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Bose. She drives the other way, puts it up her left hand. Her shot no good. She's knocked down on the play. And a foul is going to be called here on Midland. Jenna Weber picks up the foul. That's going to be her first, team foul number 2 on the Warriors. Going to the free throw line for Hastings will be Bose for 2. Her shot is up there, and the shot is good. And Bose is 77% foul shooter in the season. Hastings, the number 1 shooting team from the free throw line in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, knocking down 75% of their free throws. Bose hits the second one. And the Broncos are out on top now of Midland. The score 8-5. Here's a steal in backcourt by Kissinger, and her shot is up and in. Bailey Kissinger steps in front of that pass there and steals that easy field goal by the former St. Cecilia Hawkettes. Bailey Kissinger's first points in the ball game. Hastings out on top now by a score of 10-5. Midland with the ball back here in their offensive end. Jenna Weber drives the ball to the basket. Her shot's going to be up there, no good. Rebound Avila for Hastings. Mariah Avila brings the ball up the floor. Crosses the midcourt stripe now. Avila drives the ball left side of the lane, hands it away. Macy Bryant, cross-court pass goes to Bose for 3. Shot is up there, no good. And the ball is brought down here by Addie Offit. Offit gets the ball into the hands of Bovaert, driving the ball down the right side of the lane. Her shot high off in the window is going to be no good. Battle for the rebound. Jump ball is going to be called. And the possession arrow is pointing in favor of Midland, so the Warriors will play things in. I mean, in the ball game now is going to be Monerick. Here comes Jocelyn Miller into the ball game. Here comes Caitlin Bargan into the contest, and also Gentry Marks. Yates is the only one to stay out there for Hastings. Driving the ball in the basket there is going to be Offit. She falls down on the play. Turnover on Midland. Hastings has got the ball back. Yates driving the ball all the way to the basket. Her shot's going to be up there, no good. We got a whistle on the play, and a foul is going to be called here on Midland. Warriors going to be guilty of the foul. Ellie Bovaert picking up personal foul. That's going to be her first foul. That's going to be team foul number 3 on the Warriors. Going to the free throw line for Hastings will be Yates, and her shot is up there and in. McKenna Yates is 79% foul shooter on the season. 54 out of 68 coming in here. She's now the leading scorer on the team, averaging 13.4 points per ball game. She knocks down her second free throw. And the Broncos are now out on top of Midland by a score of 12-5 here in the first quarter. Barberi with the ball. She gets loose, drives the ball to the basket. Her shot's going to be no good. Ball is brought down here by Hastings. Monerick with the rebound. Gets it to a Yates. Her pass is going to be deflected. It's going to be intercepted by Bovaert. Second turnover of the ball game now for the Broncos. Midland setting up on their offensive end. Offit with the ball on the wing. Drives it down here on the baseline. Contact made and a foul. It's going to be called here on Bargan. Caitlin Bargan picks up the foul for Hastings. That's going to be her first, team foul number 2 on the Broncos. Coming into the ball game now. We're going to see a couple of new bodies in there for Midland. There's going to be a Mila Lemp coming into the ball game. She did not play against the Broncos earlier. And she just throws up a three-pointer off on the left side. 12-8 is the score. This is going to be a three-pointer thrown up on the other end there by Monerick for Hastings. It's no good. The ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be a Midland ball. So definitely some new faces that we didn't see back in December in the lineup here for Midland when the team is 3-19. You look for changes and you look for some positive moves here as the season rolls on. Now we're going to have a problem here with the shot clock as Midland brings the ball back in their offensive end. 5 minutes and 44 seconds to play here in the first quarter. It's a 12-8 ball game. Hastings has got the lead. Inbound pass is going to be intercepted by Miller. Drives, shoots, and scores. Jocelyn Miller got the interception on the inbound off of the far sideline. and takes it the rest of the way and scores. That's going to be the 5th turnover on Midland. Here's another steal in backcourt by Bargan. Benaric has got it now out here in 3-point territory. Hastings has got a 14-8 lead here in this ball game. Miller sends the ball inside. With it there is a Gentry Marks, and now we got a 3-second violation called on Marks. She got deep in the lane. She was trapped in there. A 3-second violation called on the Broncos. 3rd turnover on Hastings here in the first quarter. 5:18 to go. 14-8. Broncos have the lead over Midland. Action from the Great Plains Athletic Conference here tonight. Ellie Bouvard is going to inbound the ball here for Midland, or at least she's going to attempt to inbound the ball. Now she does. Jenna Weber with it. Now they bring it across the mid-court stripe here. Bouvard has got the ball. There's Lempe with it now. Lempe's going to throw up a 3-pointer. The shot's off of the back iron, no good. And the rebound comes down here to Hastings. This is going to be Kissinger driving the ball down the left side of the lane. Her shot's going to be up there, no good. And now we got a jump ball on the rebound. The arrow is pointing in favor of the Broncos, so Hastings will play things in. But we got a timeout on the floor. 4 minutes and 53 seconds to play here in the first quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 14, Midland 8. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated. And sometimes we did better at that than others. But
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family. And so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close. We have each other. We get to raise our kids together. And we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're 2 sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can. Continue to support this community for as long as we can.
All right, the Broncos will play things in here. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. Hastings out to a 14-8 lead. They get things in to Kissinger in the paint. Kissinger can't go up with a shot. Kicks her back out here to a Miller around the screen. Miller to the free throw line, down the lane. Her shot off the window is good. Jocelyn Miller scores for the Broncos. She's got 4 points in the ball game. Hastings is double up Midland. Here's a steal now in backcourt. Hastings with the ball back. Bargan inside her, shot up and in. Turnover number 8 in the ball game for Midland. Hastings out to a 10-point lead early. 18-8 is the score. Here's a Weber with the ball. Gets it across the midcourt stripe. Now into the forecourt. Bouvard for 3. Shot is up there good. She gave troubles to the Broncos earlier this year. Her and Jenna Weber banged home a couple of 3-pointers in that first ball game. Here's a Miller. Her shot from the outside is going to be no good. Rebound comes out of Benari. Takes the ball to the basket and scores. Addison Benari gets the offensive board and the putback. She's got 2 points in the ball game. Hastings leading by the score of 20-11 now in the first quarter. Here's a Weber. Her pass deflected, picked up on the far sideline. Midland's got the ball under the forecourt now. Bouvard has got it. Picked up there by a Bargan. They're working over to the left side to a Lemp. She's coming into the ball game and hit a 3-pointer. Feeds it inside and the shot's up and in. Brazil scoring inside there for Midland. Another player that did not play against us the first time around. There's a shot with a baseline by Miller. It's going to be good. Jocelyn Miller now with the 6 in the ball game. Hastings leading by the score of 22-13. Pressure here in backcourt. Now we got a foul called back here. Foul is going to go on Hastings. That's going to go on Miller. That's going to be her first foul. Going back into the ball game is going to be Sierra Barberi now for Midland. Also coming in will be Addie Offit. Broncos also sending in that first group back out there again. We're going to see Macy Bryant. Here's Ann Bowes back into the ball game as well. Stella Heapy coming in now for the Broncos. 22-13. Hastings has got the lead here in the first quarter. Here's Addie Offit with the ball down the near sideline. Picked up by Bowes. Gets it out on top to a Jenna Weber. Drives it inside. Her little scoop shot at the rim is going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Avila. Winds her way up the floor now to McKinney Yates into the forecourt for the Broncos. In transition, a three-pointer put up there and in. And Bose. Bose hits the three-pointer from the top of the key. She's got 7 points in the ball game. Hastings leading by a score of 25-13. Pressure again here in backcourt. Picking up the ball on the seat of her pants down there. There's going to be Barberi. Now we're going to have a timeout called. Barberi was into trouble down there. Fell down in backcourt. And they call the timeout. We'll take a break. 2:36 to play. First quarter, Hastings 25, Midland 13.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead, where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
All right, Midland playing the ball in. The Warriors get it into the offensive zone here. Barberi has got the ball on the wing on the right side. Has to get rid of it. She does to a Jenna Weber. Over to Offit now. Hastings stays in the man-to-man defense. Weber with the ball. Bounce pass inside, down the lane. A shot is up off the window. Is up there and in. Brazil getting her second field goal of the ball game. She's got 4 points, 25-15. Broncos are up by 10 points. Hastings with the ball. Traveling violation. That's Avila taking it from the right corner toward the goal. She's whistling for the traveling violation. Turnover number 4 in the ball game for the Broncos. It'll be Midland coming back the other way. 2:03 to play first quarter. 25-15. Hastings with a 10-point lead. Midland inbounding the ball to a Jenna Weber. Weber gets to the center of the floor. Brazil brings it across the timeline. Down to Barberi. Barberi inside to Brazil. Out here now to a Jenna Weber. Over to Addie Offit. Just to the left of the circle. Offit drives it to the free throw line. Bounce pass here to Brazil. She backs up down the lane. Wheels against Macy Bryant and scores. Brazil now with 6 points in the ball game. 3 field goals. 25-17. Midland is trailing here in the ball game. Macy Bryant with the ball inside for the Broncos. She's knocked down. Her shot no good. And she'll go to the free throw line and try to bang home a couple of free throws there. Brazil committing the personal foul. That's going to be her first. Midland a much better team here in the first few minutes of this ball game than we saw back in the early part of December when Hastings destroyed this team 108-54. You can just tell it's a much improved team from what we saw earlier. Here's a Macy Bryant going to the free throw line. She hits the free throw. Bryant a 75% foul shooter on the season. Next one is going to be up there and in. Midland had a tough time just getting the ball into the offensive zone the first time we saw this club, and Hastings picked up a 108-54 win over Midland in the early part of December. Midland with some new faces in the lineup now since we saw them last. This is one of them right here. Barberi with the ball. Out here to a Jenna Weber. Drives it down the lane. Now Barberi has got her shot to be blocked down by Bose out of bounds. And Bose gets the block there for Hastings. On the attempted field goal by Sierra Barberi. It's going to be Midland playing things in off of the far side. 9 seconds left in the shot clock. 1:08 to play here in the first quarter. Hastings leading by 10, 27-17. There's a pass to the near side. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Bose. Midland is going to play things in right in front of the Bronco bench down here. Offit will get things in to a Jenna Weber. Weber around the screen. Weber out here in 3-point territory will launch up a shot at the horn. And it's no good. That's the end of the first quarter of play. So Midland playing in. That's the end of the shot clock. Shot clock violation on the Midland. So Hastings will come back. You heard the horn. That's the shot clock violation. We still got 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. So Hastings will have a crack at things. They work the ball inside. Now to Bose in the corner. Shot for 3. Good again. And Bose has come off the injury list and hit for 10 points here in the first quarter. It's now a 30-17 ball game. Hastings in the lead. Avila goes for the steal. Can't get to it. Midland gets it into the offensive end. The Warriors are trailing by 13. 30-17. Weber down the lane. Her shot is up there. It's good. Jenna Weber scores. She's the leading scorer on the team, averaging 18.6 per game. 30-19. Hastings has got the lead. Broncos have the ball. 9 seconds on the shot clock. There's Avila with it now to Ann Bowes. Bowes comes over here to Yates. Takes the ball down on the baseline. Cross-court pass goes over to Avila. Her shot at the horn is no good, and that is the end of the first quarter of play. First quarter in the books. The Broncos have the lead. Hastings 30, Midland 19. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
Nicole is having her favorite Runza salad.
The something ranch salad.
It's the chicken bacon ranch salad.
But you can put whatever else you want around it. I'm here for the ranch.
I'm with you. Runza's homemade ranch is perfect. It's so good. A classic.
It's literally the only reason I like salad.
Great point. Come get a salad with your ranch. Try Runza's chicken bacon ranch salad today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sundays special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and savor the flavors of the weekend.
All right, back here at the Osborne Sports Complex, Lynn Farrell Arena. Midland with the opening possession of the second quarter. They drive it down the right side of the lane, and they turn the ball over as they have it lost out of bounds. Hastings has got the lead here, 30-19 to begin this second quarter of play. Hastings in the first quarter, 11 out of 17 from the field, 64%. We knocked down 2 out of 5 from three-point territory. Here's Monerick for 3. Her shot's no good. Rebound to Jenna Weber. Midland hit 8 out of 15 shots in the first quarter. There's a long-range jumper from the outside. Good. Ellie Bouvard scoring on a three-pointer. She's now got 7 points in the ball game. That's the third 3 of the night for Midland in this ball game. Warriors are hitting 53% from the field, and they are now 3 out of 4 on three-pointers. Driving down the lane is going to be Miller. Shot no good. Rebound Hastings. Broncos have the ball. Hastings with an 8-point lead, 30-22. Kissinger to the basket. Her shot rolls off with her no good. Rebound brought down here by Gentry Marks. Keeps it alive for the Broncos. There's a Kissinger in the corner. Bailey drives the ball in the basket. She puts up a shot. It's going to be good, and she's fouled in the play. Bailey Kissinger gets to the hole. That's what she does. Bailey Kissinger gets the field goal. She is fouled in the play here by Addie Offit of Midland. First foul on to Addie Offit. Kissinger will go to the free throw line for the Broncos. It's now a 32-22 ball game. Hastings leading by 10. Shot from the line there by Kissinger is no good. Offensive rebound to Gentry Marks, and a foul is going to be called. Foul here is going to go on Brazil of Midland. That's going to be her second foul. Non-shooting situation. Hastings will play things in. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. 8:54 to play here in the second quarter. 32-22. Hastings has got the 10-point lead. The officials conferring to make sure the clock is set properly. It is, and Hastings will inbound the ball. Marks has got it out here on the wing to a Miller, and she's going to be called for a traveling violation. Miller popped out there on the left wing, and she's called for the traveling violation. 5 turnovers now, and Hastings in the ball game. Midland has got 10. 32-22. Hastings out on top by 10 here over the Warriors. Addie Offit with the ball. Comes over here. Jenna Weber has got it. Gets it back in the hands of Offit. Here at the top of the key. Drives the ball against Kissinger. Takes it all the way to the basket. Her shot is up there and in. Addie Offit, she scores from Midland. She's now got 4 points in the ball game. That matches what she had in the opening ball game between these two teams way back in December. 32-24 is the score. Here's Marks with it now. She throws her down in the corner. Bednarik has got it. Back inside to Marks. Turnaround jumper in the paint. Good. Gentry Marks scores. It's now a 10-point ball game again for the Broncos. 34-24 here in the second period. Jenna Weber with the ball. Out on top to Bovaert as he drives it down the left side of the lane. Throws up a shot. No good, but she's going to be fouled in the play here. The foul's going to go on Marks of Hastings. That's going to be her first. Bovaert going to the free throw line for Midland. She's a 62% foul shooter in the season. 35 out of 56 for Elliott. She'll have a couple of shots here. The first one is going to be up there and in. He's now got 8 points here in the ball game for Midland. Warriors are now within 9 points. It's 34-25. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. Ellie Bovaert has now got 9 points in the ball game. 34-26. Miller, 10-footer off of the left baseline. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Bovaert. Gets him to the far sideline now to Offit. To Bovaert out here in the three-point territory. Here's a Jenner Weber with the ball to Sierra George, who's back into the ball game. Moves her down on the baseline to Bovaert. Nice pass inside to Weber, and her shot is up and in. Jenna Weber scores. She's got 4 points in the ball game. Midland is within 6 points now at 24-18 with 7:25 to play here in the first half. There's a shot by Marks up there, no good, but she's going to be hacked in the arm. And Gentry Marks will go to the free throw line. Brazil picking up her third personal foul. Carla Sincero Gallego is going to come into the ball game now for the Warriors. Marks will go to the free throw line for the Broncos. Her shot is up there, is good. Marks is a 62% foul shooter in the season. She nails her first free throw here. Second one is in the air. That's going to be out for the back iron. No good. So the Broncos have a 7-point lead. 35-28 here over Midland. Warriors, a team that's only won 2 conference games all season long. They've got 3 overall wins. They've lost their last 3 games. There's a shot by Weber that's going to be up there. No good. Bose with a rebound. And Bose down the right sideline. Bose gets into the offensive zone here as he takes it to the free throw line. Nice move down the lane. Her shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up and scores. And Bose misses the first shot. Got the offensive board in the putback. She got 12 points in the ball game. 37-28. Hastings has got the lead. Bovaert with the ball. Bounce pass down in the corner to Offit. Her shot for 3. No good. Bose with a rebound. And Bose winds her way back up the floor here for the Broncos. Down to Avila. Avila sends it inside. Marks has got it. Spins toward the baseline. Puts up a shot. No good. Addie Offit with a rebound. Offit winds her way back up the floor. Offit comes here to a Jenna Weber. Takes the ball down on the baseline. Back out to Offit. They swing the ball to the left side. Now to George. Her shot for 3 is going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Yates. Runs her back the other way. Outraces the defense all the way to the basket. Her shot no good. Yates is knocked down. No foul called. Sierra George has got the ball. Down to a Weber. Here's a George. Comes across the top to Bovaert. Over on the wing. That's Offit with it now to Bovaert. Drives it down the right side of the lane. Wheels in the paint. Her shot is up there. No good. Bound for the rebound. It's going to be brought down here by Hastings. Stanley Heapy with a rebound. 37-28. Hastings has got the lead. Women's college basketball action here tonight on Extreme Sports. Ryan Avila has got the ball at the free throw line. Avila trying to put a move on. Has to get rid of it. She does. That's McKenna Yates out here to Bose for 3. Shot good again. And Bose on fire here in this ball game. 15 points in the first game back from sitting out a couple of games with a concussion. 40-28. Hastings back out to a 12-point lead. Jenna Weber with the ball. Weber brings it out here to Offit. She drives the ball to the basket, and her shot is up there, no good. Had her hands on the ball, lost it out of bounds, and it's going to be Hastings' ball. Here comes a Bryant into the ball game now for the Broncos. Bryant comes in. Going out is going to be Gentry Marks. 5:07 to play here in the first half. Hastings out on top of Midland. The score is 40-28. Here's a Macy Bryant in the high post. Takes the ball down the lane. A little scoop shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Bryant had the rebound. It was knocked out of her hands, and they give the ball to Midland. It was lost off of the fingertips of Macy Bryant. So Midland will have the ball when we come back. 4:54 to play here in the second quarter. We've got a timeout on the floor. The score, Hastings 40, Midland 28. You're listening to...
I became the manager about a year and a half ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so is great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration. Your care, our inspiration.
All right, we're back here at Lynn Farrell Arena. 4:51 to play in the second quarter. Hastings out on top of the Warriors by a score of 40-28. Midland has got the ball. Addie Offa down here in the three-point territory. Bounce pass there to Gallego. Her bounce pass inside is going to be right through the fingertips of Jenna Weber. Out of bounds, turnover number 11 in the ball game now for Midland. So Maya Lemp coming into the ball game now for Midland. Lemp had a three-pointer in the first quarter, so she's back in there now for the Warriors in this 12-point ball game. 40-28. Here's Bowes with the ball. Nice pass down there to Yates, and her shot is up and in. Bowes gets the assist, but Kenny Yates gets her first field goal of the ball game. Hastings out on top now by a score of 42-28 over Midland. Weber has got the ball. Weber goes over to a Lemp. Out here in the three-point territory, she's picked up by Macy Bryant. There's Weber for three. Shot is up there too strong. Long rebound brought down here by Macy Bryant. She gets it to a Yates. Lost control. Yates pushes her back up. Sends it inside to Bowes, and her shot is up and in, and she's fouled in the play. And Bowes scores again. She's fouled in the play here by Addie Offit. Offit picks up her second personal foul. Bowes has now got 17 in the ball game for the Broncos. Bowes played in that first ball game against Midland, scored 12 points in that contest. She's outdone herself here. 17 in the ball game for Bowes. Shot on the free throw line. Going to be up there and in. 3-point play for Ann Bowes. Hastings now out on top, 45-28 here in the second quarter. Weber with the ball. Weber goes over in the wing. Now we got a foul away from all the action here. Foul here is going to go on Ellie Bouvard. That's going to be her second personal foul. So an offensive foul called there on Midland. That's going to be their 12th turnover of the ball game. Hastings has now built a 17-point lead, 45-28 here in the second period. 3:35 to go until halftime. Bowes with the ball. Bowes brings it over here to Yates. Lobs it down on the baseline. Bowes has got it, puts it up the right-handed and scores. And Bowes, maybe she just needed to have her batteries recharged after a couple of ball games off. She's come back here with 20 in the first half here for Hastings. There's a Bouvard with the ball, double team right side of the lane. Bouvard goes inside, a runner down the lane. His shot is up there in. Skylar Indra scoring there. She just checked into the ball game and she scores 47-30. Hastings now with a 17-point lead. Broncos have the ball. Bowes has got it just to the left of the circle. And we got a 3-second violation called there on Hastings. Macy Bryant was trapped in the lane. 3-second violation is called on Hastings. That's going to be the sixth turnover on the Broncos. 2:51 to play here in the third quarter. 47-30. Hastings has got the lead. Warriors come back with the ball. Jenna Weber brings it into the offensive zone. There's a Barberi with it out here. 3-point territory, the freshman. Bounce pass over here to Bouvard on the wing. Moves it down on the low block. Now takes it into the paint. Throws up a shot left-handed. No good. Miller with the rebound. Miller winds her way up the floor here for the Broncos. Jocelyn Miller Stops at the top of the three-point arc. Sends it out to Macy Bryant. Now to Miller. Her shot is up there, partially deflected by Barberi. Rebounded here by Jenna Weber for Midland. Weber left-handed dribble into the offensive end. Jenna Weber goes to a Boulevard. Now to Barberi on the wing. And now we got a foul again away from all the action. Here's the foul that's going to be called on Skylar Indra. That's going to be her first personal foul. That's going to be team foul number 5 on the Warriors here in the second quarter. Non-shooting situation. Hastings will play things in. The Broncos have a 17-point lead, 47-30 in this ball game. Kissinger, two-handed pass, goes to the far side. Bednarik has got it. Now inside to Macy Bryant. Spins toward the baseline. Puts up a shot. No good. Bounces off with the back iron. Rebounded by Bryant. Gets it out of Miller. Shot is up there and in. Jocelyn Miller scores in the paint right in front of the basket there after the offensive rebound by Macy Bryant. Hastings out on top now by 19 to break his lead of the ball game. 49-30 here in the second quarter. Down here in the baseline, that's Weber with the ball to a Boulevard. Cross-court pass goes to the far side. A three-pointer, good. Maya Lemp scoring. That's her second tray of the ball game. She's got 6. Here's Kissinger at the other end. Her shot's up there and in. 51-33. Hastings has got the lead, and now Midland wants to call a timeout. Timeout, Warriors. 1:14 to play in the first half. Hastings 51, Midland 34. You're listening to Bronco Back.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
All right, Broncos have the lead. Women's college basketball 51-33. Midland has got the ball in their offensive end. Barberia's got it. She tries to drive the ball down the lane. The ball tipped away. The scramble is on. Right side here. It comes rolling out. Boulevard grabs the ball on the dribble. Takes it to the free throw line. Back on top over here on the right side now. That's Myra Lemp throwing up a three-pointer. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Miller. Miller runs her back the other way. Out here to a Bednarik. Down to Jocelyn Miller. Miller spins at the free throw line down the lane. Her shot off the glass is good. Jocelyn Miller scores for the Broncos. She got 10 points in the ball game. Hastings with a 20-point lead. 53-33 here over Midland. There's Offit with the ball. Working back around to the right wing. Hastings staying with the man-to-man defense. Down the baseline, Lemp has got it. Back out here to the wing. Drives into the free throw line and a jumper into the lane. A shot is up and in. Gracie Sixby getting the field goal there for Midland. There's Kissinger driving the ball in the basket. He's going to have it deflected out of her hands. And that's going to be the end of the first half of play. So it ends with a Bronco turnover, but Hastings has got the lead here at halftime. Hastings had a 30-19 lead after the first quarter. And Hastings now out to a 53-35 lead here at the break. 2 quarters in the books. Women's college basketball action here tonight on Extreme Sports. Hastings 53, Midland 35. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house.
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Benst in the world.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support it.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious. Made naturally delicious.
Taylor is living the Runza dream.
The Fry Life is the high life.
He's stacking up rewards on the Runza mobile app.
Points on points on points on points.
That's a lot of free food from Runza.
Yep, I'm headed there for lunch today.
Download the Runza mobile app to start getting rewards. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and nothing says I love you like fresh flowers. At Bob Sass Flowers, we have stunning rose arrangements, unique gifts like chocolates, candles, geometry towels, and Valentine's favorite mixed arrangements that make hearts skip a beat. Whether it's classic red roses or something totally unique, we will help you say it perfectly. Order early. Visit bobsassflowers.com or call today 402-462-2179. Located at 2618 West 2nd Street in Hastings. Serving Hastings since 1955.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your home for healthcare since 1963.
All right, back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, Hastings College with a lead over Midland. Women's college basketball 53-35. Hastings out on top here at the break. Get you the halftime numbers. Hastings hitting 55% from the floor here in the first half. Hastings 21 out of 38. The Broncos 3 out of 7 on three-pointers. 42.9%. We're 80% from the free throw line. 8 out of 10. Midland 14 out of 29 from the floor. 48.3%. The Warriors have hit 4 three-pointers, or 4 out of 9 from beyond the arc, 44%, and the Warriors are 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. 21 rebounds for Hastings here in the first half. Midland has got 13. Hastings with 8 offensive rebounds and 13 on defense. Midland has 2 offensive rebounds and 11 on defense. Leading rebounders for the Broncos so far in the ball game have been Ann Bowes with 3. Jocelyn Miller also with 3 rebounds. Gentry Marks has got 3 rebounds. Leading rebounder for the Warriors in the first half was Addie Offit. She has got 5. Broncos have got 10 assists. They've got 6 steals, 1 block shot, 6 turnovers in the game. Midland has got 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block shot, and the Warriors have turned the ball over 12 times here in the ball game. Hastings with a lead, 53-35 here at halftime. Midland has not led in the ball game. The biggest lead for Hastings in this game so far has been 20 points. We've had no lead changes, and we've had no tie scores as Hastings jumped out to a 4-0 lead and has not trailed so far here in the first half. Broncos got 20 points in the first half from Ann Bowes. Bowes coming off the injured list. Hit 3 3-pointers in the ball game. She was 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. Knocked down a couple of 2-pointers as well. So Bowes has got 20. Jocelyn Miller has got 5 field goals. She's got 10 points in the ball game. 6 points by Bailey Kissinger in the first half on 3 field goals. McKinney Yates has got 2 free throws and a field goal. She has got 4 points in the game. Gentry Marks has in a field goal, and she is 1 out of 2 from the line. She's got 3. Caitlin Bargan has got a field goal, 2 points. Addison Benarik has got a field goal and 2, as the Broncos have put 53 points up on the board here in the first half of play. Midland being led so far by Ellie Bovaird. She's got 11 points in the ball game. She's hit a couple of 3-pointers, a 2-point field goal, and she is 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. Armani Brazil has got 3 field goals. She's got 6 points in the ball game. Maya Lemp has got a couple of 3-pointers. She's got 6 points in the game. Addie Offit has got a couple of field goals. She has got 4. Jenna Weber, their leading scorer, has got a couple of field goals. She's got 4 points here in the first half. Then Gracie Sixby came into the ball game late there in the second quarter and hit a field goal for 2. Again, the score at halftime is Hastings out on top of Midland by the score of 53-35. We'll have more after this. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student-athletes.
Back here at Lynn Farrell Arena, again the score at halftime. Hastings leading Midland Women's College Basketball 53-35. Other games going on in the conference here. Halftime score, Dordt is out on top of Morningside in Sioux City. The number 1 ranked defenders with only a 1 loss on the season. They continue to roll along. They lead Morningside at halftime 51-32. Hastings with a lead here over Midland. 53-35. We're at halftime. A minute to play in Crete tonight. In the first half, it's Concordia leading Doane 41-32. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter in Sioux City. Briar Cliff is leading Northwestern by the score of 40-34. So that's the other action going on in the Great Plains Athletic Conference here tonight. Broncos will have a home game on Saturday. Waldorf will be in town. The team from Forest City, Iowa. They'll make the 8-hour trip to Hastings on Saturday. 2 o'clock for the women's game. 3:45 for the guys. Will be on the air with a pregame show at 1:45 here on Extreme Sports. We'll have high school basketball coming up on Friday night. It'll be Hastings St. Cecilia. They're back at home on Friday to take on Lincoln Lutheran. Girls game will go at 6 o'clock on Friday night. The boys game will be at 7:30. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 5:45 on Friday. So high school basketball Friday, Hastings St. Cecilia and Lincoln Lutheran. Hastings College basketball again on Saturday. Broncos taking on Waldorf. We'll have all the action right here on Extreme Sports. 53-35 is our score at halftime. Hastings has got the lead over Midland. That's the halftime show brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings. We'll have The second half coming up. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
The halftime show has been brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for healthcare since 1963. Stay tuned. The second half is coming up on your exclusive home for Bronco sports.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious. Locally made, naturally delicious.
Looking for a night out that hits different? Head to the 2nd Street Slammer in Hastings, where the music is loud, the drinks are cold, and the vibe is always right. Shoot some pool, play some darts, or tear up the dance floor with live DJs spinning every weekend. Whether you are rolling in with friends or meeting someone new, the Slammer is the place where good times and late nights come standard. Open Thursday through Saturday. Come see why the locals call it Hastings' favorite weekend escape. That's 2nd Street Slammer, 2315 West 2nd Street. Let loose, live it up, slam into your weekend. For all of your professional, residential, and commercial cleaning services, call the trusted experts at B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings. They have been in business for over 4 years, delivering professional services one clean at a time. Reclaim your time and enjoy a healthier, fresher home with a call to B&B Cleaning Pros. Their meticulous cleaning professionals handle everything from routine upkeep to intensive deep cleans, tailored perfectly to your schedule and needs. They focus on kitchens, bathrooms, high traffic areas, dust removal, and floor care. Give them a call at 402-519-4602, stop in at 123 North Lexington in Hastings, or visit them at bnbcleaningpros.com.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
Let's get back to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back for the third quarter. Hastings with a 53-35 lead. Broncos with the opening possession. Here's Avila to the basket. Her shot good, and she's fouled. Avila on the opening possession moves it from the right corner toward the goal. Avila gets her first field goal of the ball game, and she's fouled in the play here by the Warriors. So Avila will go to the free throw line and try to make this a three-point play. Shot is up there. It's off the right side. No good. So the Broncos have a 20-point lead here. Matches their biggest lead of the ball game, 55-35. Early stages of the third quarter here tonight. There's a pass that's going to be intercepted by Kissinger. She takes off, her shot good. Bailey Kissinger with her fourth field goal of the ball game. Turnover number 13 in the ball game now for the Warriors. Hastings with their biggest lead of the ball game now at 22 points, 57-35. There's Offit with the ball Offit gets it out here to a Barberi out here in the three-point territory. Gets it away to a Jenna Weber. There's Bovair taking the ball into the paint, throws her down in the corner. Offit for three. Shot circles the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Kissinger. She runs her back the other way for the Broncos. Kissinger gets the ball ahead now to Avila. Avila takes the ball in the paint, spins, fakes, throws up a shot and hits it. Ryan Avila now with a couple of field goals here in the third quarter. Hastings leading by a score of 59-35. It's a 24-point lead now for Hastings. Bovair with the ball. Free throw line extended left side. The Broncos stay with their man-to-man defense. Out on top, Jenna Weber drives it on the left side of the lane to Offit. Offit takes the ball in the hole. Her shot is up there and in. Addie Offit scores. She's got 6 points in the ball game. 59-37. Hastings with a lead. Avila for three. Shot good. Mariah Avila, 7 points here in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. And Hastings is out on top now. 62-37, a 25-point lead to bring us later to the ball game. Here's Midland with the ball. That's it. George driving the ball in the basket. She's going to be fouling the play. And this one is going to go on Kissinger of Hastings. That's going to be Bailey's first. Going to the free throw line will be Sierra George. George is a 5'3" senior out of Seattle, Washington. Good foul shooter, though, at 85%. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. George is now 19 out of 22 from the free throw line this season. 62-38. Hastings with the lead. Next shot by George is up there. Bounces off of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Yates. McKinney Yates will bring things up here for the Broncos. Hastings leading 62-38. Macy Bryant on the high post. Gives it away. That's Yates with the ball. Brings it back out here in the three-point territory. There's Avila on the left wing. Takes it inside the free throw circle on the dribble. Avila wants to get rid of it. She does to Bryant. Here's a skip pass over to Bose for three. Shot good. And Bose from a different area code on the far sideline knocks down a three ball. She's got 23 in the ball game. It's now a 65-38 ball game. Hastings with the lead. Broncos looking for their second win of the season here over Midland. They demolished this team 108-54 earlier this year. The game played up in Fremont. George driving the ball in the basket. She loses it out of bounds. A turnover on Midland. Turnover number 14 in the ball game. Coming into the contest now for Hastings will be Olivia Malusik. Malusik, a 5'4" sophomore out of Valley, Nebraska. So Gina going to the bench early. Hastings has got the 65-38 lead. Kissinger to the basket. Her shot good and she's fouled. Bailey Kissinger gets the field goal for the Broncos. She's got 10 points in the ball game. The foul is going to go here on Midland. And now Bailey will go to the free throw line and try to make this a three-point play. That's going to be the second team foul on the Warriors here in the third. Bailey at the free throw line. Her shot is up there and in a three-point play. Bailey now 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, 11 points in the ball game. And Hastings has got their biggest lead of the contest at 30 points. 68-38 with 7:02 to play here in the third quarter from Lynn Farrell Arena. Barberi trapped out here in the three-point territory, and now Midland's got to call a timeout. Barberi wanted to get rid of it. She couldn't, and a timeout is called here. Midland wants to save the possession. 6:51 to play here in the third quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 68, Midland 38. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Let's get back to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here. Lynn Farrell Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex. Hastings out on top of Midland. The score is 68 38. Midland has scored only, 3 points so far. They've been outscored 15-3 by Hastings here in the third quarter. Broncos have built a 30-point lead. There's a shot from downtown, good. Maya Lemp throws up her third three-pointer of the ball game. She's got 9 points now for the Warriors. 68-41. Midland trailing the ball game. Hastings with the ball. Avila goes inside to Bryant. Her shot is up there, up over her head, no good. Rebound comes down to a Midland. Warriors have the ball. They're working inside to Boulevard. She has it knocked loose. A turnover there on Midland. Bryant picks the ball up for Hastings. Gets it down to Avila. Dribbles to the free throw line. Gives her up now. Bryant has got it. Now to Avila. Avila is going to penetrate down the lane all the way to the goal. Her shot is up there. It falls down to the hole. Mariah Avila's got 9 points all in the third quarter. Hastings leading by a score of 70-41. 5:50 to play here in the third. There's Lemp with the ball over on the wing on the right side to a Jenna Weber trying to drive the ball there against Kissinger. Weber picks up the loose ball, goes down here in the baseline to a Lemp. He tries to drive it toward the goal and can't do it. Offit goes over on the right side to Boulevard. Her shot for three, no good. Rebound comes down to Hastings and Bowes with it now to Avila. Puts a defender in the air. Gives it away now to a Malusik. Back out here to Avila. There's Bowes going to drive the ball in the basket. Her shot's going to be up there, no good. Rebound, Addie Offit down for Midland. Offit to the far sideline to a Boulevard. Offensive zone here for the Warriors, trailing by 29 points. It's 70-41. And now we've got a whistle, and an offensive foul is going to be called over there on Ellie Boulevard. She was being attacked over there by the Broncos defense, and Boulevard is whistled for an offensive foul. Third foul on Ellie Boulevard. Turnover number 15 in the ball game now for the Warriors, and Hastings will come back with the ball. McKinney Yates comes into the forecourt. New faces into the ball game now for the Broncos. Yates with the ball, out to a Jocelyn Miller. Miller finds a seam, gets to the basket and scores. Jocelyn Miller now with 12 in the ball game. Hastings now leading 72-41. Broncos up and rolling now here in the second half of play. There's a pass there. It's going to be tipped. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Midland ball. They're trying to get it into a Lemp down here on the baseline, but it was tipped out of bounds there by Yates of Hastings. And now we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 4:33 to play in the third quarter. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 72, Midland 41. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC. Member FDIC.
Brandon is super pumped about Runza.
Runza is so sweet.
Especially all their desserts.
Oh, those are the sweetest.
Chocolate, vanilla, and twist ice cream cones, 4 flavors of shakes, chocolate chip cookies, and ice cream sandwiches.
Literally sweet.
Aw, I love your enthusiasm.
Well, I love Runza.
So sweet of you. Come satisfy your sweet tooth. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
All right, it's going to be a Midland inbounding the ball, and it's going to be taken away off of the inbound by the Broncos, and then a foul is going to be called. But Eric come up with the basketball there for Hastings, and a foul is going to be called here on Maya Lemp for a Midland non-shooting situation. So Hastings will play things in. The Broncos up and rolling here in the second half. 72-41 is the score. Hastings led this thing at halftime, 53-35. Here's Marks with the ball. Over on the far sideline, a jumper for three is up there, no good by Heapy. Rebound comes down here to Offit from Midland. Warriors coming back as we approach 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Driving the ball to the basket there is going to be Jenna Weber, and she is going to be fouled in the play. Weber making the move to the basket there. She's fouled in the play. Foul's going to go on the Broncos. That's going to go on Marks. That's going to be your second. Going to the free throw line is going to be Jenna Weber for Midland. She's got only 4 points in this ball game tonight. Her free throw is going to be no good. Weber is their leading scorer on the team, averaging 18.6 points per ball game. She scored 22 in the first half alone in the first ball game between these two teams. Nice shot by Weber from the free throw line is going to be good, and the Bronco lead is now 30 points. Yates to the basket at the other end. Her shot good. McKenna Yates just takes off and drives the ball right to the basket. He's got 6 in the ball game, 74-42. Hastings has got the lead. Off it with the ball. Down to a Lemp here on the wing on the left side. Gets it out to the top of the key. Back out to a Jenna Weber for 3. Shot good. Jenna Weber knocks down a 3 ball from Midland. She got 8 points in the ball game. 74-45. Hastings with the lead. There's a Jocelyn Miller with the ball. Miller lobs it inside. Marks has got it. She backs up. Wheels toward the baseline. Can't put up a shot. Good D there by Midland. Heapy has got the ball. Down to a McKinney Yates on the wing. Drives the ball to the basket. Her shot is up there. It's good. And she's fouled in the play. McKinney Yates gets the field goal and 1. Foul here is going to go on to Midland. It's going to go on Sixby. Gracie Sixby, the freshman out of Glen Rock, Wyoming, picking up a personal foul. It's going to be Yates going to the free throw line. Yates has got 8 points in the game. She has 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. 77-45. Hastings with the lead. Bronco basketball here tonight on Extreme Sports. We're at Lynn Farrell Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex, after a couple of road games to South Dakota last week. Here's a Weber driving the ball to the basket. That one rolls off with her, no good. Marks with the rebound. Marks gets it away to a Jocelyn Miller. Miller drives it down the right side of the lane. She stops. Gets it now to Marks. Now to Monerick for 3. Shot is up there, no good. It goes out of bounds down here in the corner, and it's going to be Midland ball. Hastings and Waldorf coming up on Saturday. The Warriors making the 8-hour trip from Forest City, Iowa. 2 o'clock for the women's game on Saturday. 3:45 for the guys on the air with the pregame show. 1:45 on your exclusive home for Broncos sports, Extreme Sports. 77-45. Hastings with the lead. Bombs away for 3. A shot is up there and in. That's going to be Ali Hakeem Zadal hitting a 3-pointer there for Midland. That's her first field goal of the ball game. She is averaging right at 3 points per ball game, and she gets it here on the first shot on her 3-pointer. Here's Miller to the basket. Her shot off of the window is up and in. Jocelyn Miller now with 14 in the ball game. 79-48. Hastings with the lead. There's a long-range jumper again. That's going to be no good by Lemp. Rebound comes down to McKinney Yates. Bounces off to a defender. She brings it into the offensive zone. Yates around the screen. McKinney Yates down the lane to the goal. She goes, and her shot good. McKinney Yates now with 11 in the ball game. 81-48. Hastings blowing Midland out of here tonight. There's a Jenna Weber with the ball. Goes to 6B on the far side. Bounce pass down to Hakeem Zada down here on the baseline. Driving to the right side of the lane is going to be Bovert, and shots up there and in. Ellie Bovert has now got 11 in the ball game. Getting to send a bunch of new people down to the scorer's table wanting to check in. There's a 3-pointer by Monerick, no good. Rebound Yates, foul shot, no good. Yates fell down, no foul called. Rebound comes down to Jenna Weber for Midland. Weber brings her back the other way, all the way to the goal. She has the ball stripped away. Stripped away by Monerick, coming back the other way on the dribble. Turnover number 17 in the ball game for the Warriors. Hastings with the ball. Yates has got it. McKenna Yates out here to Monerick. Down to Yates out here. Yates finds the seam, drives it, throws her down in the corner. Monerick for 3, shot good. Addison Monerick throws up the 3-pointer from the deep right corner. He got 5 points in the ball game. The Broncos lead by 34. It is now an 84-50 ball game. Broncos have got the lead, and now we got a whistle. And we've got a foul underneath the basket here. It's going to go on Miller. Miller picks up her second. Here comes Kissinger back into the ball game. Here comes Avila back in. Bose is in. Bargan is in. And also Macy Bryant in. Line change. 5 in, 5 out here for the Broncos with 32 seconds to play in the third. Here's Weber off of the baseline. Shot good. Jenna Weber off of the short right baseline. She's now got 10 points in the ball game. 84-52. Hastings has got the lead. Kissinger back with the ball for the Broncos. Getting some instructions from head coach Gina Douglas. Calls out the play here. 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bailey with the ball out here in the three-point territory. Bailey has to get rid of it. There's a throw to Bryant. Her shot left side of the lane. Good. Macy Bryant scores a little hook shot there. She got 8 points in the ball game. And that is the end of the third quarter of play. Hastings up and rolling here in the second half. The Broncos had the lead after 3. Hastings 86. Midland 52. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
All right, heading into the fourth quarter, it's a 86-52 ball game. Hastings hitting 60% from the field tonight. We're 35 out of 58 from the field. Driving the ball to the basket there. His shot's going to be up there, no good by Offit. The rebound comes down to Hastings. Here's Ann Bowes with the ball to Avila. Avila sends it inside to Bryant. Shot is up there, no good. That's going to be out of bounds, Midland ball. Broncos are 35 out of 58 from the field. We're 6 out of 12 on three-pointers. Midland hitting 48% from the field. They're 20 out of 41. Midland 7 out of 14 on three-pointers, right at the 50% mark. And now Midland throws the ball into their bench down here at turnover on the Warriors. That's going to be 18 turnovers now on Midland. 86-52. We're in the fourth quarter. Hastings with the lead. Broncos looking for their 17th win of the season here in this ball game tonight. Here's Bowes with the ball. Bowes inside the free throw circle. Down to Avila. Moves to her left. Puts a defender in the air. Sends it inside to Bryant. Now to Avila. There's a pass off of the fingertips of Bargan out of bounds. Turnover number 8 in the ball game now for Hastings. Midland comes back the other way. 9 minutes and some change left here in the fourth quarter. Hastings leading 86-52. Ellie Boulevard has got the ball outside down, top of the key. That's going to be Webb driving the ball. She kicks her back out here, and a shot up for 3 is good. Jenna Weber. Weber now with 13 in the ball game. She scored 22 in the first game between these two teams. Hit 6 3-pointers. Here's Bryant. Her shot on the baseline, no good as she goes up over her head again. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Broncos, so Midland will play things in. Even it's in 34 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. 86-55. Hastings with the lead. Midland will inbound the ball. Bringing it up is going to be Ellie Boulevard. Into the fourth quarter, she hands it away to Addie Offit. Barberi has got the ball. Now they work it inside again to Offit. Midland working here. Here's a Jenna Weber for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Rebound comes down here to Macy Bryant. Bryant now to Kissinger. To Macy, fakes the 3, gives it up. Bowes will take the 3. Her shot circles the rim, no good. Weber with a rebound. Jenna gets the ball ahead down to Addie Offit. Bounces off of Bargan. Comes over here to Boulevard. Out in three-point territory. Takes it down on the short left baseline. Jumper is up there, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Midland. Hastings we'll play things in. You're listening to Bronco basketball here tonight on Extreme Sports. We're at Lynn Farrell Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex. Hastings with a lead over Midland, 86-55. Bryant from the baseline, her shot no good. Offensive rebound. Kissinger has got the ball. Kissinger, the Macy for three. Shots off of the front iron, no good. And the rebound brought down by Barberi for Midland. Barberi now to a Beaubert. Into the forecourt to Jenna Weber. Moves her down in the corner to Addie Offit. Offit open for three. Takes a shot over Bargan, no good. Kissinger with a rebound for the Broncos. Bailey Kissinger winds her way up the floor. Bailey into the offensive zone. Dribbles it down the left side of the lane now. Throws up a shot, no good. Rebound Kissinger. Follow shot good. Bailey Kissinger misses her first shot. Got the offensive rebound and scores. She's got 13 in the ball game. 88-55 is the score. Hastings with the lead. There's a Beaubert with it now to a Jenna Weber. She takes the ball to the basket, knocks down Bryant. And a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Macy. Macy picks up her second personal foul. Here comes Miller back in. But Eric back in. Gentry Marks back in. Stella Heapy back in. And also coming in will be McKenna Yates. 5 in, 5 out for the Broncos again. A line change at the 6:49 mark here of the fourth quarter. Midland will play things in. They're having problems with it. It goes out of bounds. Turnover number 19 in the ball game now for the Warriors. 6:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hastings leading by the score of 88-55. Miller with the ball down here in the corner to Benerick for three. Shot good. Addison Benerick bangs one home from the deep right corner. She's got 8 points in the ball game. 91-55. Hastings has got the lead. We had 108 points against this team in the first ball game. There's a shot up there. It's going to be a no good from the short right baseline. But Eric grabs the rebound for the Broncos. Here's McKenna Yates, the Miller at the free throw line. Takes it down the right side of the lane. Her shot bounces off of the rim, no good. Rebound Jenna Weber down the far sideline. Mishandled there by Lemp. It goes out of bounds. No, but jump ball is called over there. But the possession arrow is pointing in favor of Hastings. So the Broncos will have it on the 20th turnover for Midland. Hastings will play things in. The Broncos have a 91-55 lead here over the Warriors. There's a Stella Heapy with the ball. Gets it out here to Yates on the wing. Miller out between the circles. Miller goes to Yates. 200 pass here to the near side. That's Heapy down in the corner. Shot good. Stella Heapy gets her first field goal of the ball game. A three-pointer from the deep right corner. 94-55. The floodgates are open here. There's Offa with the ball. Spins in the free throw line. Drives it to the basket. Her shot is up there. No good. She's fouling the play here by Heapy. Stella picks up her first personal foul. Team foul number 2 on the Broncos. Going to the free throw line here is going to be Addie Offit. Offa's got 6 points in the ball game. 3 field goals tonight. Just a 37% foul shooter in the season. She is 6 out of 16 from the free throw line. Her shot is up there good. 94-56. Midland on free throws tonight. Now 6 out of 8. Offa's next free throw is going to be up there. It's going to be off of the back iron. No good. Rebound. Gentry Marks for Hastings. Down to McKenna Yates. Yates is going to drive the ball to the basket. Her shot is up there and in. McKenna Yates. She scores. She's got 13 in the ball game. 96-56. Hastings with a 40-point lead here in this one. There's Lemp with the ball. Gets it outside down to Jenna Weber. She drives it from 3-point territory down to the right baseline. Maneuvers, throws up a shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, brought down by Yates. McKenna Yates, long pass ahead. That's going to be Marks. Her shot's up and in. Gentry Marks scores on the assist there from McKenna Yates. 98-56. Hastings has got the lead. There's a pass here. They get it to Addie Offit into the forecourt. Jenna Weber. Here's Offit with the ball. Drives it on the right side of the lane. Stops. Bounce pass out to Beaubert. Takes it to the hole. Her shot is up there, no good. Rebound Miller. Like a hockey match. We're back the other way. Miller with the ball. Miller into the offensive zone. Sends it inside to Marks. Backs up. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Marks. Follow shot is up there and in. Jeffrey Marks on the offensive board in the putback. She's got 7 in the ball game. 100-56. Hastings with the lead. And now we're going to have a foul called here. It's going to go on Miller of Hastings. Jocelyn picks up her third. Hastings won the first game between these two teams 108-54. And now we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor with 4:08 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hastings has hit the century mark. The Broncos 100, Midland 56. You're listening.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated. And sometimes we did better at that than others. But
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family. And so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close. We have each other. We get to raise our kids together. And we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
All right, Midland inbounds the ball. We got 4 minutes and some change left here in the fourth quarter. 100-56. Hastings with the lead. Midland has got the ball, driving her to the basket. A shot is up there and in. A field goal there by Armani Brazil as she scores. She's now got 8 points in the ball game. Hastings back with the ball, leading 100-58. Here's Bargan now in the lane. Bargan with a nice move, takes it to the basket. A shot is up there, no good. She gets her own rebound. Now we got a foul called. Caitlin Bargan misses the first shot, got her own ball back, and then she was fouled into play by Ali Hakeem-Zada for Midland. That's going to be Ali's first personal foul. Non-shooting situation. Hastings will play things in. Broncos have the ball out here. Here's Malusik driving the ball into the lane. Malusik, Olivia has to get rid of it. She does. Out here to Durant. So Hastings now with the bench out there to finish off this ball game. Malusik takes it to the baseline. Her driving shot is going to be up there, no good. Ball's going to be tapped out of bounds, and it's going to be, it's going to be Hastings' ball. The Broncos get 20 up on the shot clock. Malusik is into the ball game. You can see Dahlia Durant in the contest as well for Hastings, as Gina's gone deep into the bench here with a 100-58 lead over the Warriors. Here's a Durant with the ball. She falls down with it. It's going to be loose and a turnover on Hastings. 9th turnover on the Broncos here in the ball game. Midland coming back the other way. Beauvert has got the ball to Jenna Weber. Inside to Beauvert. Her shot over Durant. No good. Rebound comes down to Ashley Bauer now for the Broncos. Ashley brings it up down the near sideline. Gets it out here to Pena, who's into the ball game. Pena now to Durant. She'll take the three-pointer. And that's going to be off of the back iron. No good. Rebound to Jenna Weber. 100-58. Hastings with the lead. 2:40 to play here in the ball game. And now we're going to have a foul called here on the Broncos. Amira Pena picking up the foul. The freshman out of Denver, Colorado. Now we got a timeout on the floor. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. Hastings 100. Midland 58. You're listening to Bronco Back.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
Let's get back to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, 2:37 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hastings leading 100-58. There's a Midland with the ball. Pass on the baseline. Shot's going to be up there. No good. It's going to be tapped out. We got contact made. And a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on the Broncos. Malusic picking up the foul. Olivia's first. Team foul number 4 on Hastings here in this fourth quarter. Hastings leading 100-58. Broncos will be picking up their 17th one of the season here tonight. There's a shot from the short right baseline. No good. Scramble for the loose ball. Who's got it? Midland comes out of there with the ball. Warriors have it down here in the baseline, driving it toward the goal. Unable to put up the shot. Back outside. A three-pointer is going to be up there. It's going to be no good. Long rebound brought down by the Warriors. Midland with the ball. That's a Berry with it in the deep right corner. They bring it around to the left side. That's going to be Sixby who's back in there. Cross-court pass goes to Berry. Moves it down on the baseline. Throws up an off-balance shot. No good. Malusic with the rebound for the Broncos. Gets it to a Pena. Pena now to a Durant into the forecourt here for the Broncos. Durant drives it on the right side of the lane. Gives it away to Malusic at the elbow. Malusic being hacked. And now a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Midland. That's going to go on Ali Hakeem Zada. She picks up the personal foul. That's going to be her second. Non-shooting situation is going to be Hastings playing it in as Bargan will get it in to Pena. 90 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Hastings leading 100-58. There's a Malusic with the ball at the elbow. Drives it down the right side of the lane. Her shot no good. She's going to be fouled in the play. A foul here is going to go on to Skylar Indra. That's going to be her second personal foul. Team foul number 3 on the Warriors. Malusic will go to the free throw line here for the Broncos for her first free throw of the night. It's up there. It's going to be good. Malusic, the 5'4" sophomore guard out of Valley, Nebraska, knocks down a free throw. 101-58. Next shot is up there. That one rolls off of the right side. No good. And the rebound comes down to Hakeem Zada for the Warriors. Minute and 16 seconds to play here in this one. 101-58. Hastings with the lead. Cross-court pass goes over to Sixby. Takes it out on the baseline. Her shot is up there and in. Sixby gets the field goal. She's now got 4 points in the ball game. 101-60 is the score. Pena's got it now for the Broncos. The Malusic, the Pena on the wing. They lob it inside to a Bargan. Bargan takes the ball in the basket and scores. Caitlin Bargan now with 4 points in the ball game. 103-60. Hastings has got the lead with 40 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Midland has got the ball. Indra has got it now. Indra to a Sixby. There's a pass out inside. It's going to be a three-pointer thrown up there. It's going to be no good by Berry. In fact, a air ball three-pointer. And Hastings will come back the other way. 30 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Hastings 103 and the Midland 60. Pena brings the ball into the offensive zone. Pena just going to dribble things out here. 19 seconds to go. Broncos in their offensive attack. Malusic has got it. Malusic now to a Pena. Pena holds the ball out here in three-point territory. Backs up near the midcourt stripe. Right in her face offensively is a Tyra Berry for a Midland, but that is going to be the ball game. Final score 103-60. Hastings blows out Midland here tonight in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Broncos will improve to 17-7 in the season. They are now 13-5 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Hastings will take on Waldorf on the Saturday afternoon, right back here at Lynn Farrell Arena. 2 o'clock for the women's game, 3:45 for the guys. 11:40 on Extreme Sports, beginning with the pregame at 1:45 on Saturday afternoon. Midland, they will drop to 3-20 on the season. This is their 4th straight loss. Warriors are now 2-15 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Yet the final score, Hastings beats Midland tonight 103-60. Back with the final totals after this. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Nicole is having her favorite Runza salad.
The something ranch salad.
It's the chicken bacon ranch salad.
But you can put whatever else you want around it. I'm here for the ranch.
I'm with you. Runza's homemade ranch is perfect. It's so good. A classic.
It's literally the only reason I like salad.
Great point. Come get a salad with your ranch. Try Runza's Chicken Bacon Ranch Salad today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sunday special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and save.
I became the manager about 1.5 years ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so is great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
So the Broncos won the women's ball game tonight, 103-60 over Midland. We'll get you the final shooting numbers in the ball game tonight. Hastings ended up shooting 56% from the field. They were 42 out of 75. Hastings 8 out of 17 in three-pointers, 47%, 11 out of 15 from the free throw line, 73%. Midland, they had 41% of their field goals. They were 23 out of 56. The Warriors were 8 out of 17 on three-pointers for 47%, 6 out of 9 from the free throw line, 66%. Broncos ended up out-rebounding Midland, 44-29. The Broncos had 14 offensive rebounds and 30 on defense. Midland had 6 offensive rebounds and 23 on defense. Leading rebounder for Hastings in the ball game tonight was Bailey Kissinger. She had 6. Abby Offit had 7 rebounds for Midland. Broncos had 17 assists, 9 steals, 3 block shots, and 8 turnovers. Midland had 11 assists, 3 steals, 1 block shot, and 19 turnovers. Hastings wins the game 103-60. Broncos led the entire game. Biggest lead of the ball game was 44 points for the Broncos with about 4.5 minutes to go. And the Broncos won it by the score of 103-60. And Bose, 23 points tonight for the Broncos. Bose hit 4 3-pointers. Finishes with 23. Jocelyn Miller had 14 points. Bailey Kissinger had 13. McKenna Yates had 13. 9 points for Mariah Avila. 8 points for Macy Bryant. 8 points also for Addison Benerick. 7 for Estella Heapy. Then you had 4 points from Caitlin Bargan tonight, 3 from Stella Heapy. And 1 point for Olivia Malushek. Broncos scoring 103 in the ball game tonight. Midland getting 13 points apiece. Ellie Bouvard had 13. Jenna Weber had 13. There are other scorers in the game. Addie Offit had 7. Sierra George had 1 point. Ali Hakeem Zana, she had 3 points in the game tonight. Armani Brazil had 8. Skylar Indra had 2 points. Maya Lemp came through with 9 points on 3 3-pointers. Gracie Sixby, she had a couple of field goals for 4 points. But again, the Broncos winning 103-60. Hastings leading 30-19 at the end of the first quarter. 53-35 at halftime. The Broncos then outscore Midland 33-17 in the third quarter to grab an 86-52 lead going into the fourth and final quarter. And the Broncos outscoring Midland in the final period 17-8. So the final margin of victory, Hastings 103 and Midland 60. Broncos will take on Waldorf coming up on Saturday afternoon. 2 o'clock for the women's game, 3:45 for the guys. On the air with a pregame show at 1:45 here on Extreme Sports. 103-60. Hastings takes care of Midland in the first ball game. We got the men's game coming up next. We'll check in with Hastings head coach Todd Reardon when we come back. You're listening to Bronco basketball coverage on Extreme Sports.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house!
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Benst in the world.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious. Made naturally delicious.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
It's been a couple of months with Hastings head coach Todd Reardon. Hastings getting set to take on Midland here tonight at Lynn Farrell Arena. And coach, after suffering back-to-back losses on the road in South Dakota last week, any special message for the guys as we played 2 home games here this week?
Well, just we have to play better at home. I felt like we played well at Mount Marty. I thought we were in the game for the most part the whole game, and Dakota Wesleyan, I just felt like our defense was not there where it needed to be against a good team on the road, and consequently, we were always going uphill, swimming uphill with them, and it seemed like we'd let them score, and then we'd try to outscore them, and it wasn't going to work that way, and unfortunately, we just never really had did we have a chance? Yes, but I just felt like they were in control of the game most of the time, and I felt like our kids, our energy level was not where it needed to be on the road, and so that's probably our biggest message is just our energy level, our confidence level. That all that has to be really, really strong tonight.
Still have a chance to make the conference tournament, but time was running out. We got to show a little bit of your urgency here in the final 5 games, don't we?
Well, yeah, obviously, yes, if we want to make the conference tournament. And, we had, like I said, we still have a chance. But so does a lot of other people. And, we can control our destiny, but, we can't wait for somebody else. We have to do it ourselves. And, we've dug ourselves a hole. Can we dig out? Yes, but it's not going to be easy. But I don't know with this team right now. Nothing's been easy for us. And so I think we're a very capable basketball team. Where we started, where we're at right now, I think we've gotten better. Last week was probably a step back, which was discouraging from a coaching standpoint. But I still think this team has a lot of possibility, a lot of wins in them, I guess. And we haven't shown, we've been in a lot of games, blah, 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 but we just haven't been able to win them. And this week is especially, tonight, it's a big game for both programs, really.
Midland tonight, Waldorf on Saturday, a couple of games we can win if we play well, but certainly a couple of games we can lose this week. These guys are just as good as we are.
Well, it is, and I think it's a very evenly matched game with both teams, for that matter, this week. And I think Waldorf hasn't quit. They've won a couple games here of late at home, and so I think we have to play well. I don't know. We've been on the road a lot. We have a chance to play now at home. Hopefully, that's an advantage for us. But I don't know. Like I said earlier, I just think everything's so even in the conference right now that whether you're playing at home or on the road, I don't think it really matters. I think you have to mentally be ready to play for 40 minutes. Hopefully we are at home. Hopefully we have that sense of urgency, as you alluded to earlier, to win a basketball game. And we have to remember how to win a basketball game. We have to look back and see what worked for us, in the wins that we've had over the course of the season, and make sure that the confidence level is there with all of them.
Well, what about that game at Dakota Wesleyan? They come out and shoot 60% from the floor, and I think 50% from 3-point territory. It's something certainly we couldn't match offensively, and we fell behind and couldn't get out of the hole.
Well, defensively, I think, again, that's just a mental preparation on our part, and that's or lack of, maybe. I didn't feel like our defense, like I said earlier, I just felt like we let them score, or it was easy for them to score, and because we thought we could outscore them. Well, that's not the mentality that this basketball program needs. We need to have that defensive effort. And, we tried everything. We tried zone, we tried pressing, we tried man, we tried trapping to get something going defensively. But, they shot 60-some%, and like you said, for the game. And I think the game before they shot like 40%. You know, they really had a poor shooting night the game before against Briarcliff. Yeah, you know, it's just the game. And some nights the ball goes in, and but at the same time, you know, if you're playing great defense and the ball goes in, you know, you just have to give them credit, you know. And I felt like it was a combination of maybe they hit a couple tough shots, but they also made a lot of open jump shots. And at the same time, I thought their defense was much, much better than ours. I mean, it showed percentage-wise defensively. We didn't have a lot of open shots. You know, we missed a couple layups in the first half. We missed a couple, you know, we missed some free throws. It's just a combination of a little bit of everything, and which concerns me, I guess, is because it's really more mental than it is physical right now. I think. I mean, we haven't practiced that long the last couple of days, but just because I think physically we have it. It's just a mental game right now for them.
Christian Pujols came off of the bench and scored 10 points at a couple of three-pointers in the ball game against Dakota Wesleyan. That's a guy who's been silent for a few weeks, Coach, but he provided a little bit of spark off of the bench on Saturday.
Well, he has, and you know, he's had a stretch where it went south on him, and so you know, Cam came in and he was starting for a while. He was doing a nice job, and then because Miles wasn't providing what we needed him to do, and now Miles is playing harder, and Cam hasn't been, and so we tried Christian, and you know, like I said, Christian came out and did what he can do offensively, and he got a couple steals, and that's kind of been his downfall defensively. And at least he got a couple steals, or at least he was trying to play defense. And you know, it's something that, you know, we need bench scoring. And you know, I thought Owen Wright came in. I thought he did a nice job. I thought he had, especially second half, he had a couple baskets where he got to the basket and finished strong inside. And you know, we need that around the rim.
It's Midland tonight, a team that is 10-13 in the season. They're 6-9 in the conference, so they're kind of in the same boat as us, Coach, is looking for a little consistent play here throughout the year.
Well, they are, and you know, they have a good team, I think, and you know, unfortunately, they lost one of their better players to a broken foot last couple, I think a week ago maybe, and I think they're just trying to find that right combination. I mean, they've been playing some new players off the bench that maybe haven't got that much playing time, and now they're seeing what their combination is. But they still have a really good player in their guard/wing player that can get downhill, can, you know, shoot the ball, can pass the ball. He's a good passer, good rebounder. He's been starting for Midland for I think 4 years now, or at least to me it seems like he's been, and he's always had good games in here. I mean, defensively we have to do a terrific job on him, but you know, they have other guys that scored 5 hits, I think like 3 threes against us, 4 threes up at their place, and that's what he can do. I mean, he gets hot. It's a long night for us, and so we have to do a better job defensively than what we did the first time. And after watching us against Dakota Wesleyan, it was frustrating, and I hope we can turn that around defensively and cover these guys much better than we did at Dakota Wesleyan.
Midland looks like a team that rebounds the ball extremely well, both offensively and defensively, and they can get to the free throw line. So a couple of things that's really bugged us all season long is kind of their strong suit.
Well, it is, and that's been our weakness is checking off, defensive rebounding. And I thought, you know, at times we've been doing pretty good job. There's been stretches where I think teams have had like 4 or 5 offensive rebounds, which is a plus for us because we were giving up about 10 to 12 offensive rebounds a game. And so I think we were doing a better job rebounding from that standpoint. But you're right, Midland goes hard to the glass, you know, and they shoot. Not only can they shoot the ball from the outside, but they get downhill. And so dribble drive is going to be extremely important for us to stop as a team, as an individual, but yet know where their shooters are and being able to not overhelp to where they can kick out and get a wide open shot because they can knock down shots.
What did we change tonight to maybe turn the tide from what we had in that first game?
Well, a couple matchups. We moved a couple kids around defensively to cover a little different, give them a little different look. You know, I don't know if we'll double inside as much. Maybe we have to, but I feel like, you know, if we can just push their bigs out away from the basket, and communicate defensively. I mean, we just have to do a better job of that. But if we can push their bigs out away from the basket, I don't think we have to double as much as we have been throughout the course of the season. And then, because when you double, you obviously have to rotate. And at times we do a really great job of it, and other times we just do a poor job of it. And so hopefully we can stay with our guy and you're one-on-one. Everybody is. It's a 5-on-5 game, and but I still think that we have to be able to stop their dribble drive, and that takes a whole team to be able to do that.
Okay, Glenn.
Thank you.
Todd Reardon, head coach for Hastings College. We'll have more after this. You are listening to Bronco Basketball.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
For all of your professional, residential, and commercial cleaning services, call the trusted experts at B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings. They have been in business for over 4 years, delivering professional services one clean at a time. Reclaim your time and enjoy a healthier, fresher home with a call to B&B Cleaning Pros. Their meticulous cleaning professionals handle everything from routine upkeep to intensive deep cleans, tailored perfectly to your schedule and needs. They focus on kitchens, bathrooms, high traffic areas, dust removal, and floor care. Give them a call at 402-519-4602. Stop in at 123 North Lexington in Hastings or visit them at bnbcleaningpros.com.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Mike Will back here at Lynn Pearl Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex, getting set for the men's game here tonight between Hastings and Midland. Got the women's ball game just completed. Hastings rolling past the Warriors by the score of 103-60. Men's game up next. Hastings coming in a record of 5 wins, 18 losses on the season. Broncos 4-11 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Coming off of their loss on Saturday to Dakota Wesleyan, losing by the score of 83-70. Midland, they are 10-13 in the season. Warriors are 6-9 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They lost to Morningside on Saturday, 104-92. Second meeting of the season between these two teams. Hastings lost to Midland earlier this year by a score of 78-72 in Fremont, but since then, one of their leading scorers, Jeff Roselle, has injured his foot. We understand he's got a broken foot, will not play for the rest of the season. Roselle had 13 points against Hastings in that first ball game. He averages 13.8, and he grabs 8.8 rebounds per game. He was a good shooter from Midland. Knocked down 49% of his field goal tries and 43% from a three-point territory. So Midland playing without Jeff Roselle in the ball game tonight. We expect to see a lot of playing time from Anthony Simon in his place. Simon is the brother of Miles Simon on the Hastings College basketball team. So those guys probably be matched up inside against one another Miles Simon for Hastings, and Anthony Simon for the Warriors. Anthony, so far this year, is averaging 7 points and about 2.2 rebounds per ball game. We'll get you the starting lineups of the men's ball game here tonight, brought to you by B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings, your trusted cleaning experts for homes and businesses. Midland will go with Amari Rahman, a 6'1" freshman out of Omaha. Rahman is averaging 9.1 points per ball game. Butch Lourdes is a 6'4" junior from Deerfield Beach, Florida. Lourdes hit for 23 points in the first game against Hastings. He's averaging 13.6 points per ball game. Nick Doleswell is a 6'6" senior out of Omaha. Doleswell is averaging 10.1. Jake Orr is a 6'2" senior out of Omaha, averaging 13 points per ball game. And we mentioned Anthony Simon, a 6'5" sophomore out of Wahoo, averaging 7 points per ball game. Hastings will go with Maverick Binder in the starting lineup. Binder, a 6' sophomore out of Auburn, averaging 11.7 per game. Deron Hall, a 5'10" redshirt senior from Glendale Heights, Illinois, averaging 18.6. Ben Boudreau, a 6' junior out of Omaha, averaging 13.3. Micah Heinrichs, the 6'4" redshirt sophomore out of Glenville, averaging 11.2. Then Miles Simon, the 6'3" senior out of Wahoo, averaging 6.3 points per ball game. So Hastings and Midland going here tonight. Micah Heinrichs into the center circle for Hastings. He'll jump things up here. Hastings in their white jerseys here tonight with a crimson trim. Midland going to be dressed in their blue unis tonight, their orange trim. And right off the bat, we're going to have a foul called. Deron Hall commits a personal foul on the jump ball. Deron picks up his first. 3 seconds. I think that's the fastest I've ever seen a personal foul called. Deron gets it 3 seconds into the ball game. Midland will shoot to our basket to our left. There's a pass that's going to be tipped and intercepted. First turnover of the ball game on Midland. Deron has got the ball. Hastings shooting to our basket to our right here in the first half of play. Broncos averaging 73 points per ball game in offense. That is last this week in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Here's Deron off of the baseline shot. Good. Deron had a good game the last time we played these guys. He scored 26 points in the ball game up in Fremont. Hastings grabs the early lead. 2-0 is the score over Midland. Warriors have the ball. There's a Jake Orr. Guy's been in this for seems like for the last 4 years. Here's Orr. He throws up a shot, no good. Offensive rebound, and a foul is going to be called. So a foul is going to go on Simon of Hastings. That's going to be the first foul on Miles Simon. Non-shooting situation is going to be Midland inbounding the ball. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. Rahman, Amari Rahman getting inbound the ball here to Jake Orr. He comes out on top. That's Anthony Simon with the ball. Simon spins, goes for the basket and scores. Anthony Simon scores here from Midland to tie up the ball game. 2-2 is the score. Hastings with the ball. Here's a Deron Hall. Out here to a Boudreau. Over to a Miles Simon. On the wing on the left side, Miles Simon. Out here to Micah Heinrichs. Here's a Deron Hall. Ball high above his head. Deron trying to drive it inside. Gives it away. Heinrichs with it now. 8 seconds in the shot clock. Heinrichs to a Boudreau. Ben trying to drive it inside. Spins left side of the lane. Puts up a 10-footer. No good. Tap trying no good. Ball is going to be tapped here to the near side. He's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Binder, so it'll be Midland ball coming back the other way. 18-15 to play here in the first half. Hastings 2 and Midland 2. Broncos trying to get revenge after losing to Midland earlier this season. 78-72 up in Fremont. There's a Lourdes with the ball. Outside to Simon. Shot for three is up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Deron Hall. Deron hustles down the far sideline. Binder has got it. Now to Heinrichs. Loses control of the ball. Turnover on Hastings. Picked up by Nick Doleswell. First turnover of the ball game now on the Broncos. Bounce pass inside to Simon. Down here in the baseline. Traveling violation. Anthony Simon is whistled for the steps. The second turnover of the ball game here for Midland. So the Simon brothers are now matched up here at this end as Hastings comes up with the ball. Anthony Simon for Midland, Miles Simon for the Broncos. Interesting matchup here. Brotherly love in there in this basketball game here tonight. Karan Hall gives it out here to a Boudreau, not a Binder. Back to Ben for three. Shot is up there, good. Ben Boudreau hits the three-pointer. And the Broncos are out on top now by the score of 5-2 early in this ball game. There's a three at the other end. A shot is up there, no good by Lourdes. Rebound comes down to Binder for Hastings. Maverick Binder with the ball. Down the near sideline, Boudreau's got it. Now to Micah Heinrichs for three. Shot rims off, no good. Rebound to Jake Orr. Orr gets it away now to Rahaman. Here's a Jake Orr with the ball. Spins right side of the lane. There's a nice pass underneath to Simon. And shot is up and in. But that's Nick Dolzel. Nick Dolzel scoring. That's his first field goal of the ball game. 5-4. Hastings now with a 1-point lead. Broncos down the ball. There's a Duran Hall. Bounce pass on a high post. They get it to Heinrichs. Now to Ben for three. Shot is up there. Good. Boudreau gets his second three-pointer. It wanted to bounce out of there, and it drops down to the hole. 8-4. Broncos have the early lead. 3.5 minutes into the ball game here from Lynn Farrell Arena. Going to the basket there is Rahman. His shot is up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Binder. He runs her back the other way. Bounces off to Rahman as he brings it into the offensive zone. Binder to Micah Heinrichs, the Binder. And we got a foul call as he runs into Anthony Simon. Taking the ball in the hole there. Simon's going to be whistled for the foul. That's going to be his first. Here comes Owen Wright into the ball game now for Hastings. Wright comes in. He's a redshirt junior, 6'7", out of Lafayette, Colorado. He comes in. Micah Heinrichs will check out. Hastings will inbound the ball. Baseline right side underneath their own hole. They get it to Binder. He's going to be fouled into play as he goes up with a shot. Binder will go to the free throw line. Foul is going to go on Butch Lourdes. That's going to be his first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Warriors. Going to the free throw line for Hastings will be Maverick Binder. Binder, an 81% foul shooter on the season. He scored 14 points the first time around when we played this team. Binder's free throw is going to be up there and in. Hastings number 2 in the conference this week in free throw percentage. They're at 76% from the foul line. Next shot is going to be up there. It's going to be good. Binder hits a pair. And the Broncos are out to an early 6-point lead here in this one. 10-4. Hastings has got the lead. There's Anthony Simon back with the ball now for a Midland. Simon gives the ball away. Here's a Trey McCain who was checked into the ball game. They sent it on the left side of the lane and lose the ball out of bounds. That's going to be the third turnover on Midland here in the ball game. So Trey McCain is into the ball game for Midland, a 6'1" sophomore guard out of Decorah, Illinois, or Decorah, Iowa. Decorah, Iowa. There's a Duran Hall inside down to right, and the shot is up and in. Duran gets the assist. Owen Wright gets the field goal. The Broncos have a 12-4 lead, and Midland wants to call a timeout. Warriors call the timeout. 15:45 to play here in the first half. Hastings 12, Midland 4.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious. Locally made, naturally delicious.
Let's get back to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Hastings on to a good start. 12-4 is the score here in the men's ball game. Hastings with a lead over Midland. Jake Orr has got the ball, spins right side of the lane, puts up a shot over Boudreau. It's going to be no good. Now we got a foul call and a rebound. Foul's going to go on Miles Simon for Hastings. That's going to be the second foul on Miles. Non-shooting situation, so it's going to be Midland inbounding the ball. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. Midland will get things in. Here's a Dozo with the ball. Moves it over here to Jake Orr. Puts it on the floor. Dribbles out here. Butch Lornis has got it. Lornis now to Simon. Simon comes over to Orr. Dribble penetration. Throws her down in the corner to McCain. Shot for three. Good. Trey McCain hits the three-pointer from the deep left corner. And it's now a 12-7 ball game. Hastings with the lead. Broncos have the ball. Boudreaux goes to Owen Wright. Now to Binder for three. Shot is up there. Good. Maverick Binder nails a three ball. Binder's now got 5 points in the ball game. Hastings out here by the score of 15-7. Here's a Simon with the ball for a Midland to the far side. That's a McCain down in the corner. McCain sends it to Lornis. Goes for the basket. And shot is good, and he's going to be fouled in the play. Lornis gets the field goal. He's fouled in the play here by Duron Hall. Second foul on Hall. The field goal counts here by Butch Lornis. So we go to the free throw line. When we come back, we've got a timeout on the floor. 14:40 to play in the first half. Hastings 15, Midland 9 on Extreme Sports.
When the lights go down in Hastings, the party starts at the 2nd Street Slammer. It is more than a bar. It is your weekend headquarters for live DJs, cold drinks, and nonstop fun. Whether you are here to dance or just kick back with friends, there is always something going on. Big energy, friendly faces, and a night you will not forget. Open Thursday through Saturday at 2315 West 2nd Street. Do not just go out, go all out. Only at the 2nd Street Slammer.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings out on top of Midland 15-9. Butch Lornis to the free throw line here for the Warriors. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. Lornis converts on a three-point play after being fouled by Duron Hall. 15-10. Broncos with the lead here. Hastings coming back with the ball. That's Owen Wright with it as he hands it away to a Binder. Binder moves it to the right wing, takes it to the free throw line, tries to drive it down the lane, gives it up now to Boudreaux. To Owen Wright, to Ben Boudreaux, just to the left of the circle. Now to Owen Wright, gets away, drives the ball to the basket, and jams one home. Owen Wright jams one down the cylinder. He's got 4 points in the ball game, and he's fouled on the play. Owen Wright goes to the free throw line and trying to make this a three-point play. That's perhaps his best play of the season. Owen Wright takes it to the hole and jams one home for the Broncos. The redshirt junior out of Lafayette, Colorado, goes to the free throw line and trying to make this a three-point play. His shot is up there. It's good. Nice play there by Owen Wright. He's now got 5 points in the ballgame. That gives Hastings an 8-point lead at 18-10. Haven't seen that out of Owen Wright all season long. Here's a Lornis with the ball. Lornis now to a Jake Orr. Lornis gets the ball back right side of the lane. Here's McCain with it now. McCain at the free throw line and throws the ball away. Turnover number 4 in the ball game. McCain took it to the free throw line, tried to take it out on the wing, and nobody was there. It was out of bounds into the nickel seats on the far sideline. 18-10. Hastings has got the lead here. First half, 13:50 to play. Hastings with the ball. Wright has got it here. Wright goes over to Boudreaux. Now to Riley Bombeck, who's into the ball game. Bombeck right here at the elbow. Riley has still got it. Finally gets rid of it to a Boudreaux. Entry pass, they get it to a Wright. Now to Ben for three. Shot is up there. It's going to be off of the mark. No good. Broncos crashing the boards. Cameron Caraglio has got it. Caraglio now to Owen Wright. And Owen has the ball tipped out of bounds on the far sideline. They'll give the ball to Hastings. Nick Dolzel coming into the ball game. Anthony Simon checks out now for the Warriors. Hastings will inbound the ball off of the far sideline. 13:24 to play in the first half. 18-10. Broncos have got the lead here. There's a Cameron Caraglio with the ball. Maverick Binder behind the screen. Now they give it away to Bombeck. To Owen Wright. He tries to drive it to the hole again. He stops now, throws up a little 7-footer. It's good. Owen Wright now with 7 in the ball game, and the Broncos have a 10-point lead. 20-10 here in the first half. Lourdes has got the ball. Lourdes picked up there by a Boudreau. Back outside to McCain. 3-pointer is up there. It's off of the back iron. No good. Boudreau with the rebound. Ben down the near sideline for the Broncos. Comes into the offensive zone. Here's a Binder with the ball. The Boudreau on the wing on the right side. Ben behind the screen from Owen Wright. Boudreau has got it. Ben takes it into the lane. Spins. Can't put up a shot. Boudreau dumps it away down on the baseline. The ball's going to be tipped away. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Hastings' ball. Last touchdown there by Midland. Getting his hands on it down there for the Warriors was Alec Noonan, who just checked in there. Noonan, a 6'3" and sophomore guard out of Omaha. Hastings will play things in deep in the corner. Broncos have a 10-point lead, 20-10. Here's a Binder with the ball. Finds a seam, drives to the basket. The ball slapped out of his hands, back out of bounds. So the Broncos will play it in from underneath their own basket here. Just 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Boudreau will inbound the ball here for the Broncos. Ben with it. He gets here to Owen Wright, and a traveling violation is called on Wright. He got the ball off of the inbound, was going to drive it to the basket, and a traveling violation is called. Second turnover on the Broncos here in the ball game. 12:20 to play in the first half, 20-10. Hastings has got the lead. There's McCain with the ball. They move her down in the corner. Braden Thompson is into the ball game now. Here's Jake Orr. He drives the ball in the paint. Back outside here on the wing. Orr gets the ball back now to a Thompson on the right wing. There's a pass that can be intercepted. Intercepted by Bombeck. That's going to be the 5th turnover on Midland in the ball game. And then Ben Boudreau throws the ball out of bounds. Bombeck had his back to the basketball there. Boudreau throws it right on by his left ear out of bounds. 3rd turnover on Hastings in the ball game. 11:50 to play first half. 20-10. Hastings has got the lead. Here's McCain with the ball. He moves it down in the corner to Orr. Brings it up high. Gives the ball away now. Orr is going to get the ball back as he bounces off a Bombeck. Orr has got it. Here's a shot from the elbow. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Owen Wright for the Broncos. Down to Ben Boudreau. Into the forecourt. The Bombeck. The Ben out here in 3-point territory. Just to the right of the circle. Ben Boudreau with the ball. He gets away. Takes it into the paint. Stops there. Throws it out to Binder for 3. His shot's off of the back iron. No good. And the rebound comes down to Alec Noonan. And in the forecourt down to McCain. McCain over to Orr. Deep in the right corner. Orr has got the ball picked up there by Wright of Hastings. Here's a McCain with it now. Right side of the circle. They get it to a Thompson. Thompson comes to the near side to Orr. Drops it down to Noonan on the baseline. Noonan works here against Maverick Binder. Noonan with the ball. Bounces off of Binder. Now puts up a shot. It's going to be too strong. Rebound to Boudreau. Ben gets it to Binder. Races back the other way. It's still a 20-10 ball game. Hastings leading by 10 here in the first half. Riley Bombeck inside is going to be deflected away from Wright. Turnover on Hastings. Their 4th in this first half. Here comes Midland back the other way. Down the far sideline. That's Trey McCain with the ball down in the corner. Long-range jumper for 3 by Thompson is going to be no good. And a tip tries up there and in, and a foul's going to be called. So the bucket is going to count. The foul is going to go on Wright of Hastings. That's going to be his first. Nick Dolezal is going to get the field goal on the chip. And he's going to be fouled in the play. He'll go to the free throw line trying to make this a 3-point play. So it's going to be Thompson to the free throw line. The shot is up there, and the shot is going to be no good. And the rebound comes down here to Hastings. Christian Pujols into the ball game now for the Broncos. Hastings back in their offensive end. They work the ball over here to Micah Heinrichs, who's back into the ball game. Heinrichs gets it to Cameron Caraglio. Caraglio goes across the top. That's a Pujols with the ball. Pujols now to Heinrichs. His shot for three is going to be no good. Rebound to Orr. Orr has got the ball. Jake runs her back the other way for Midland. Runs over a man. The ball is loose. Turnover on Midland. Hastings with the ball back. Caraglio, the Binder for three. Shot good. Maverick Binder throws up the three-pointer from the deep left corner. He's got 8 points in the ball game. And Hastings now out on top here in this ball game by a score of 23-12 in this ball game. Hastings with an 11-point lead. Here's Rahaman with the ball. Moves her down to the baseline to Lourdes. A whistle stops play. Foul is going to be called here on the Broncos. It's going to go on to Caraglio. And now we got a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor with 9:24 to play here in the first half. Hastings 23, Midland 12. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now. Tasted so good. Try it now.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
All right, back here at the Osborne Sports Complex, Lynn Farrell Arena. Hastings won the women's game tonight, 103-60 over Midland. Broncos have the lead here in the men's ball game, 23-12. We've got 9:24 to play here in the first half. Midland will inbound the ball. Here's Jake Orr. He's got it now. He gets it to Thompson, and a double dribble violation is going to be called on Braden Thompson as he tried to take the ball from the near side of the floor to the other side, and he's whistled for the double dribble violation. 7 turnovers now in Midland. Hastings back with the ball. The Broncos with an 11-point lead. There's a Christian Pujols with the ball. Out to Eli Puddle, who's into the ball game now. Maverick Binder on the wing. Maverick Binder going to drive the ball into the paint. Two-handed pass comes over here. Heinrichs has got it. Micah Heinrichs down to a Binder. Back out here to a Micah. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Here's Pujols to the ball. He goes up, stripped loose. Pujols picks her back up, throws up a three. It's going to be no good at the end of the shot clock. Rebound comes down to Butch Lourdes. Lourdes to the near sideline now to Rahaman. Rahaman takes it to the top of the key. Down in the corner to Lourdes. Trying to drive the baseline. Here's Thompson with the ball. Back outside for three. A shot by Rahaman is going to be no good. Cameron Caraglio with a rebound for the Broncos. Cameron gets it away to a Maverick Binder around the Heinrich screen. Drives it down the right side of the lane to the baseline. Maverick still with the ball. Two-handed pass out here to Christian Pujols. Pujols dribbles it to the near sideline now. Pujols drives it to the free throw line. And here's a pass down on the baseline. It's going to be right through the fingertips of Puddle. It's going to be out of bounds. Turnover on Hastings. Turnover number 5 in the ball game now for Hastings. 23-12 is the score. Hastings has got the lead. 8 minutes to go here in this first half. And now come over and make sure everything's set here at the scorer's table. 8:06 to play officially on the clock. Midland is trailing in the ball game by a score of 23-12. Midland beat Hastings earlier this season, 78-72, in the ball game played in Fremont. Rahaman has got the ball here for Midland. The Orr. They get it inside down to Simon, or rather to Cole Peterson is into the ball game now. Here's the pass going to be deflected out of bounds. So Cole Peterson is in the ball game. Peterson is 6'8" and sophomore out of Elkhorn as he checks in there now for the Warriors. Midland plays things in. Here's Orr with the ball. Spins at the free throw line. Jump pass goes down in the corner. Robin down to a Lourdes. Here's Orr on the wing. Orr from 15. Shot good. Jake Orr gets his first field goal of the ball game. He averages 13.1 on the season. 45% shooter from the outside. Nails his first one here. Here's Ben at the other end. A shot good. Ben Boudreau going to the basket. He scores. He's got 8 points in the ball game. The Broncos are out on top, 25-14. Now we got a foul called. There's going to be an offensive foul call, and Cole Peterson of Minden, or rather for Midland. Cole Peterson picks up the foul. That's going to be his first. 25-14 is the score. Hastings now with an 11-point lead. The Broncos will have it. Midland has now turned the ball away 8 times here in this first half. Ben's trying to lace up his sneaker. He's got it, and now Hastings will inbound the ball. 7:20 to play here in the first half. Hastings out on top by 11. 25-14. Ben with the ball. Right-handed dribble goes to Micah Heinrichs here at the top of the key. Sends it over here to Eli Puddle. Free throw line extended left side. Christian Pujols with it down here in the three-point territory. Moves to his left on the wing. Three-pointer. Bingo. Christian Pujols, he had 10 the other day against Dakota Wesleyan up in Mitchell. He hits his first shot here at three-pointer. 28-14, the Broncos with a 14-point lead here in this first half. Orr with the ball, now to Lourdes. Lourdes takes the ball on the free throw line, bounces off with a defender, throws up a shot and scores. Butch Lourdes scoring. That's going to be his second field goal of the ball game. He's got 5 points. 28-16. Broncos have got the lead. Boudreau, he takes it to the baseline. He is checked on the play, and a foul is going to be called here on Amari Rahman. That's going to be his first personal foul. Team foul number 5 of the Warriors here in the first half. Non-shooting situation. Hastings will play things in. Boudreau down here on the baseline. Underneath their basket. He's going to throw it in the backcourt here. To be grabbed by Eli Puddle. Puddle down to Christian Pujols down the corner on the right side. There's a Puddle with the ball. Eli out on top. Mishandled by Caraglio. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover on Hastings. Caraglio mishandles the ball. It's going to be 6 turnovers now on the Broncos. We're down to 6:14 to play here in the first half. Hastings out on top by a score of 28-16. Rahman has got the ball. Now to Jake Orr. He lobs it inside. It's Anthony Simon. Now to Orr. Out here, he's going to drive the ball against Boudreau. Puts up a shot, and that one circles the rim. And now we're going to have a goaltending call on Midland. They got the ball up there, and a goaltending call is whistle on Midland. Basket interference, basically. So a turnover on Midland. The basket will not count. Hastings will get the ball. 28-16 is the score. Broncos have it here. Pujols on the near sideline. Pujols to Boudreau. Midland is in a man-to-man defense. Boudreau goes over to Caraglio. Now to Boudreau on the wing. They get it inside to Heinrichs. He goes for the basket and scores. Micah Heinrichs puts it up there left-handed and scores. And the Broncos have a 14-point lead. 30-16. Matches their biggest lead of the ball game here at the 5:25 mark of this first half. Here's Rahman with the ball to Orr. Now to Lourdes. Out here to Orr. They come left side to Rahman. To Orr. Back to the right wing. Simon for 3. Off of the back iron. No good. Lourdes for the rebound. Lourdes on the baseline. Takes it to the basket. He scores, and he's fouled in the play by Boudreau. Lourdes gets the field goal. He's now got 7 points in the ball game. Ben commits a personal foul. That's going to be the first one on Boudreau. And now Lourdes will go to the free throw line, trying to compete in the three-point play. He led the Warriors in scoring in the first game between these two teams. He scored 23 points in the ball game. Oh, yeah, up in Fremont. Butch Lourdes will go to the free throw line here. His shot is up there, and the shot is going to be off of the iron. No good. Rebound comes down here to the Broncos. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Hastings with the lead, 30-18. Here's a Pujols with the ball. Pujols now to Boudreau on the wing here on the near sideline. Down to Bombeck. Now to Ben. Swings the left side. Christian Pujols to the ball. Back out here to a Boudreaux. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ben spins to the free throw line. Slides down. Ben picks her back up. Fires it up there and scores. A little scoop shot after he slipped down to the hardwood. He gets it under control and scores. Ben now with 10 points in the ball game. Hastings again leading by 14 points. 32-18 here in the first half. There's a Rahman with the ball. Rahman trying to drive the ball. Nice pass inside. They get it in there, and the shot is up there and in. That's a Simon. Rahman got the ball to McCain, who dumps it away to Anthony Simon, and Simon hits his second field goal of the ball game. 32-20. They used the baseline to score there that time for the Warriors. There's Micah Heinrichs with the ball. Now to a Binder out here in three-point territory. He's going to drive the ball against Simon. He stops at the elbow, throws up a shot and hits it. Maverick Binder scores. He's got 10 points here in the first half, and the Broncos again lead by 14 points. Matches their biggest lead of the ball game, 34-20. Hastings with a lead. 3:38 to play here in the first half. Here's Orr with the ball. His shot is up there and in. Jake Orr just kind of throws up a prayer, a scoop shot there, off balance, and it bounces off of the window and down through the hole. He's got 4 points in the ball game, 34-22. Hastings with a lead. Here's a Binder to the basket. He puts it up there left-handed, shot no good. Lourdes with a rebound. Outlet pass is intercepted. And here's a three-pointer by Christian Pujols. That's good. Pujols got the interception, and he bangs home a three-pointer. And the Broncos have the lead now by 15. 37-22. 3 minutes to play here in the first half from Lynn Farrell Arena. Lourdes with the ball. Lourdes right side of the lane. Out here to Simon for three. Shot is up there. No good. Rattles out. Rebound. Boudreaux for Hastings. Ben will bring things up. Boudreaux across the midcourt stripe here. Ben Boudreaux around the screen for Micah Heinrichs. Now they give the ball away to Micah. Going for the basket, and he's going to be fouled in the play. Fouled in the play here. Is going to go on Simon. That's going to be his second. And now we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to play here in the first half. Hastings with a 15-point lead. We'll take a break. Broncos 37, Warriors 22. You're listening to Hastings College basketball.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can. Support this community for as long as we can.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Mike Will back here, Lynn Farrell Arena, the Osborne Sports Complex. Hastings College winning the women's game earlier tonight, 103-60 over Midland. Here in the men's ball game, Hastings has got a 15-point lead, 37-22. Hastings with the advantage here. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to play here in the first half. Going to have some free throws coming up here. This is Micah Heinrichs going to the free throw line. Heinrichs a 72% foul shooter on the season. His shot is up there, and the shot is good. Heinrichs a good one more. Micah now 32 out of 44 from the free throw line this season. Hastings 76% as a team. Next shot is going to be up there and in. And the Broncos have their biggest lead of the ball game, 39-22. With 2 minutes and 34 seconds to play, a 17-point lead here for Hastings College. There's a Jake Orr. Orr is going to drive it down the left side of the lane to the baseline. Cross-court pass. Rahman has got the ball. Rahman against Christian Pujols. It's not good, and he's fouled in the play. Amari Rahman scores against Pujols. Christian picks up the foul. That's going to be his first. Rahman goes to the free throw line now for Midland. He's a 66% foul shooter in the season. In Midland, 64% as a team. That is last this week in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. The free throw line shot is going to be good by Rahman. He's now got 3 in the ball game. Midland now 2 out of 3 from the free throw line in this ball game. Hastings with a 14-point lead, 39-25, approaching 2 minutes to play here in this first half. Boudreau with the ball down to Bombeck on the baseline. Boudreau has got it now, moves it to the top of the key, back down in the corner. Bombeck out to Ben between the circles. Ben Boudreau penetrates down the lane to the goal. He goes, and a shot good. Boudreau now with 12 in the ball game for Hastings. Binder's got 10. Owen Wright's got 7. And the Broncos lead by a score of 41-25, a 16-point lead. Simon to the basket, and he's going to be fouled in the play. Fouled in the play here by Boudreau. That's going to be his second. That one was close. Boudreau gets hit with the blocking foul. Todd Reardon up in front of the Hastings bench thought maybe that was a charge as Simon is trying to get to the basket there. Knocks down Ben. Ben's going to come out of the ball game. Binder's going to come back in there. Anthony Simon goes to the free throw line. 66% foul shooter on the season. He's got 4 points and a couple of field goals here in this one. His shot's going to be up there and in. Simon will get another one. 41-26. Hastings with a 15-point lead. Minute and 36 seconds to play here in the first half. Anthony Simon to the line for his second shot. It's up there. It's going to be good. So Anthony's now got 6 points in the ball game. His brother, Miles Simon for Hastings, has not scored so far here in the ball game. Broncos have the ball here. There's a Christian Pujols out to Binder. The Christian on the wing. Inside down to Heinrichs. Back out to Christian for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Orr with a rebound. Rahman brings it back on the dribble now from Midland. Drives it down the left side of the lane. Stops there. Ball poked loose and is picked up here by Hastings. The 11th turnover in the ball game now for Midland. Binder has got the ball for the Broncos to Eli Puddle. Here's Maverick Binder out here in 3-point territory. 55 seconds to play in the first half. Hastings with a 14-point lead. Binder with the ball to a Pujols. Christian on the dribble now. Here on the near side, Christian gets away, drives the ball in the basket, and shot is up there. It's good. Nice move to the basket there by Christian Pujols. He's got 8 points here in the ball game. Hastings again with a 16-point lead. 43-27. Hastings out on top here. 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Jake Orr has got the ball from Midland. Orr throws it out on top. Simon has got it, not a Rahman. Here's a Jake Orr, picked up again by Bombeck. And we're going to have a foul called here as Orr tried to drive the ball to the basket. Riley Bombeck picks up the foul. That's going to be Riley's first. Team foul number 10 in the Broncos here in the first half. This is Jake Orr going to go to the free throw line now from Midland. 15.7 seconds to play. In the first half, it's 43-27. Hastings has got the lead. Deron Hall back into the ball game. Here's Orr going to the free throw line. All right, so Orr is going to go to the line. Binder was going to check out. But we have to wait for this free throw. The shot is up there. It's going to be no good by Orr. He'll have another one. So now Binder checks out. Here comes Deron back into the ball game. Bombeck is also going to come out as a Boudreau comes back in. Here's the next shot by Orr at the free throw line. No good. Deron Hall with the ball to a Boudreau into the forecourt. 10 seconds to play, and now Hastings wants to call a timeout to set up something here. 10 seconds to play here in the first half. We'll take a break. Hastings 43.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC. FDIC.
Let's get back to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, the Broncos have 10 seconds to work here in the first half. Hastings with a 43-27 lead over Midland. Hastings will inbound the ball here on the near sideline. Deron Hall will trigger things in for the Broncos. Comes out to a Boudreaux. Down to a Christian Pujols. Pujols moves it on the dribble to the top of the key. Tries to drive it. Throws it down in the corner to Binder. His shot is up there. No good. We got a whistle. We got a lot of action down there in the corner. A foul is going to go on Butch Lourdes. That's going to be his second personal foul. And that's going to send Hastings to the free throw line here. This is going to be Micah Heinrichs going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Heinrichs has got 2 points in the ball game on a couple of free throws earlier. Actually, he got 4 points. He's also hit a field goal. So Heinrichs to the free throw line, a 1-and-1 here for Hastings with 2 seconds to play in this first half. So Micah Heinrichs go to the line here for the Broncos at the front end of a 1-and-1. 2 seconds to play here in the first half. Heinrichs free throw up there, good. Hastings now leading by a score of 44-27. The Broncos going to release now around the lane. It's just Micah Heinrichs standing here at the free throw line. Here's this shot up there. It's going to be good. Heinrichs hits a pair. Hastings leading 45-27. Here's Lourdes from half court. His shot. Oh, he hits one from half court. Butch Lourdes from half court. After a couple of free throws made there by Micah Heinrichs, Lourdes nails one from half court right in front of the scorer's table. A three-pointer from Midland to end this first half of play. Anyway, first half comes to a close. Hastings with the lead. Hastings 45, Midland 30. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Brandon is super pumped about Runza.
Runza is so sweet.
Especially all their desserts.
Oh, those are the sweetest.
Chocolate, vanilla, and twist ice cream cones, 4 flavors of shakes, chocolate chip cookies, and ice cream sandwiches.
Literally sweet.
Aw, I love your enthusiasm.
Well, I love Runza.
So sweet of you. Come satisfy your sweet tooth. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated. And sometimes we did better at that than others, but
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family. And so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close. We have each other. We get to raise our kids together, and we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as...
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead, where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings. 280 in Hastings.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your home for healthcare since 1963.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
The halftime show has been brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for healthcare since 1963. Stay tuned. The second half is coming up on your exclusive home for Bronco Sports, Extreme Sports.
Nicole is having her favorite Runza salad.
The something something ranch salad.
It's the chicken bacon ranch salad.
But you can put whatever else you want around it. I'm here for the ranch.
I'm with you. Runza's homemade ranch is perfect. It's so good. A classic.
It's literally the only reason I like salad.
Great point. Come get a salad with your ranch. Try Runza's chicken bacon ranch salad today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sundays special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and savor the flavors of the weekend.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student-athletes.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house!
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Best in the World.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
I became the manager about a year and a half ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so is great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration. Your care, our inspiration.
You are listening to Hastings College Basketball on Extreme Sports.
this year. He's got 9 so far tonight. Hastings now leading 58-39. Here's a long-range jumper from the outside by Noonan. That's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Hastings. Broncos have the 19-point lead. 58-39 here in the second half. 14-15 to play. Here's Ron Hall, left wing. Duran around the screen from Simon. Gets it out of Binder for 3. His shot's going to be short, no good. Rebound comes down to Jake Orr. Orr down the far sideline. Left-handed dribble. Jake gives it away to Lourdes. Lourdes takes the ball down the right side of the lane. He can't put up a shot here against the Micah Heinrichs. Lourdes still drumming with the ball. And he puts up a shot finally over Mike, and it's going to be down through the hole. It's good. Lourdes scores. He's got 15 in the ball game. 58-41. Hastings out on top. Broncos have the ball. There's a Boudreaux down in the corner. Binder, his shot up there for 3. No good. Rebound comes down here to Dozel. Has the ball stripped away. And a shot is up there and in by Micah Heinrichs. Backcourt turnover on Midland. They're 14th in the ball game. Heinrichs gets the field goal, and Hastings is out on top by 19. 60-41. There's a Jake Orr with the ball to a Noonan. Noonan brings it back to Orr. Cross-court pass down in the corner. McCain for 3, shot good. Trey McCain hits his second three-pointer of the ball game. He's got 6. The Broncos now with a 16-point lead. 60-44. 13 minutes to play here in this second half from Lynn Farrell Arena. Boudreaux in the lanes. Puts up a shot. Is good, and he's fouled in the play. Ben having a good ball game tonight. He's got 20. He's fouled in the play here. Jake Orr picks up the foul. That's going to be his first. And now we got a timeout on the floor. 12:48 to play here in the second half. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 62, Midland 44. You're listening to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now. Try it now.
You are listening to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, 12:48 to play in the ball game. Hastings out on top by a score of 62-44. Boudreaux to the free throw line here for the Broncos as he eyes the bucket, lets it fly. Shot is up there, good. Ben now with 21 in the ball game. Heinrichs coming out. Here comes Owen Wright into the contest now for HC. Here comes Midland back the other way, trailing by 19 here in the ball game. 63-44. Orr has got the ball. Bounce past to Lourdes with his back to the basket. He works here against the Binder. Lourdes throws it back out on top to Orr. His shot for 3 is no good. Lourdes with a rebound is going to be stripped away. Picked up by Binder. Binder comes back the other way. He's hit here. No foul called. Binder gets it out here to Boudreaux. Ben here going to take a long 3. His shot good. Right down through the hole. But when you're feeling it, shoot it. Boudreaux down with 24 in the ball game for Hastings. 66-44. Broncos rolling to hopefully a victory here tonight. 12 minutes to play in the ball game. Broncos with a 22-point lead. Here's McCain with the ball. McCain reverses it, comes to the near side. Noonan takes it down on the baseline. Can't put up a shot. Out of McCain. Out on top to Noonan. Puts a man in the air. Noonan, three-pointer. In and out, no good. Ball tapped out. And we have a foul call down there. It's going to go on Miles Simon. Simon picks up his 4th personal foul. Bombeck into the ball game now for Hastings. Bombeck in. Simon checks out. They're going to be 20 seconds back on the shot clock here. And now, what do we got here? It's going to be Caragio coming in. Binder is going to check out. 11:43 to play. Hastings leading 66-44. There's a pass that's going to be lost and is picked up by Hastings. Turnover number 15 of the ball game from Midland. Here's a Boudreaux with the ball. Ben on the right side of the lane, going to drive it, leaves it down on the baseline. That's Owen Wright with it. Owen goes down the baseline, driving is Caragio. His shot's going to be partially deflected. The ball brought out there by Orr. Back the other way, down in the corner. Noonan for three, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Boudreaux. Hastings leading by 22 here in the second half, 66-44. 11-10 remaining here in the ball game. Here's Deron Hall, long three, shot good. Hall was knocked down, but nothing was called over there. Deron hits the three-pointer. He's got 7 in the ball game, and the Broncos have a 25-point lead, 69-44. There's a pass that's going to be deflected out of bounds there by Bombeck. Midland will play things in. 19 left on the shot clock. It'll be Midland inbounding the ball off of the far sideline. 10:50 to play in the game. Hastings 69, Midland 44. There's Noonan with the ball. Noonan down in the corner to Orr. Now to Noonan for three. Shot good. First field goal of the ball game for Alec Noonan. As he scores, he did not play in the first ball game between these two teams, but Noonan in there right now. He knocks down a three ball. 69-47. Hastings still with a lead. Here's a drawn from inside the free throw circle. A shot no good. Wright came down with the rebound, but I think he's going to be guilty of a foul. Owen Wright is picking up the foul here. The second foul on Owen. Team foul number 4 on the Broncos here in the second half. 10:20 remaining in the ball game. Hastings 69, Midland 47. There's McCain with the ball. Sends her inside. That's Cole Peterson. He goes over the shot and hits it. Cole Peterson works inside there against the Broncos. Peterson scores. That's his first field goal of the ball game. Hastings now leading by 20, 69-49, just by the 10-minute mark here of the second half. Owen Wright with the ball to Deron Hall, to Owen Wright in the lane. Mishandles the ball. It's loose. It goes out of bounds. Turnover on Hastings. Turnover number 9 in the ball game now for the Broncos. And now we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 9:45 to play in the ball game. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 69, Midland 49 on Extreme Sports.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house.
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Benst in the world.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and nothing says I love you like fresh flowers. At Bob Sass Flowers, we have stunning rose arrangements, unique gifts like chocolates, candles, geometry towels, and Valentine's favorite mixed arrangements that make hearts skip a beat. Whether it's classic red roses or something totally unique, we will help you say it perfectly. Order early. Visit bobsassflowers.com or call today 402-462-2179. Located at 2618 West 2nd Street in Hastings. Serving Hastings since 1955.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Mike Will back here at Lynn Pearl Arena. 9:40 to play in the ball game. Now we're going to have a foul called. Deron Hall is going to pick up his third foul as Midland brought the ball on their offensive end. 68-49. Hastings has got the lead. The Broncos have led by as many as 25 here in the second half. Here's McCain with the ball. McCain comes across the top to a Braden Thompson. Now to Orr, fakes the three, dribbles to the elbow, puts up a shot over to Heinrichs and scores. Jake Orr now with 8 in the ball game. 68-51. Midland now within 17 here in the ball game. Broncos trot back with the ball. Boudreaux has got it now to a Maverick Binder to Duran Hall. High right side. They're going to high post to a Heinrichs. Now to Ben. 15-footers out of the back iron. No good. Bombeck with the rebound. Down to Duran, and he's nailed in the play, and a foul is called. Jake Orr commits the personal foul. That's going to be his second. Duran Hall to the free throw line for the Broncos. He's got 7 in the ball game. Broncos with a 17-point lead, 68-51. 9:03 to play. Duran Hall to the free throw line here for the Broncos. Eyes the bucket, lets it fly. Shot is good. Duran had 26 points the last time these two teams played. That was a game up in Fremont. 26 in the first game. He's got 8 so far tonight. Duran's next free throw is up there. It's going to be good. 70-51. 70-51. Hastings has got the lead here in this one. Midland with the ball down here in the corner. Jake Orr has got it. Jake Orr moves the ball in the lane. His shot over Bombeck is good. Orr has now got 10. 70-53. Broncos again with a 17-point lead. We're down to 8.5 minutes to play here in the ball game. Boudreaux, pass down on the baseline. Binder, double team. Binder has to get rid of it. He does to Duran Hall. Duran left side of the lane. Hops into the paint. Throws it over to Bombeck. 10-footer. Rims off no good. Rebound Jake Orr. Midland has got the ball. Noonan down the near sideline. Alec Noonan takes it inside the free throw circle. Kicks her out here. A three-pointer by Thompson. No good. Follow shot up and in. Cole Peterson. Peterson gets the offensive board and the putback. 70-55. The Broncos have the lead there. So Midland has shaved off a 10-point deficit now. The Broncos had a 25-point lead not too long ago. We're now sitting at 70-55 here in the second half. Here's Duran Hall. Now here to Ben Boudreaux. Boudreaux takes it inside the free throw circle, drives it down the lane, and loses control of the ball and goes out of bounds. Turnover on Hastings, number 10 in the ball game for the Broncos. Here comes Butch Lourdes back into the ball game now for Midland. Checking out is going to be Alec Noonan. Back in for the Broncos is going to be Eli Puddle. Puddle comes in, and Duran Hall is going to check out. 7:35 to play in the game. 70-55. Hastings has got the lead. Here's McCain with the ball. McCain out here in three-point territory on the high post. Peterson throws it down in the corner. Out here to Orr now on the wing. Orr works against the Bombeck. Jack Orr has got the ball. He's going to dribble down the left side of the lane. Stops and throws up a shot. It's going to be no good. Boudreaux with the rebound. 7:10 remaining. Hastings still leading by a score of 70-55. Ben Boudreaux into the offensive zone. Comes to the near side. Binder has got the ball. The Boudreaux out here, top of the key. Swings it right side. Heinrichs for three. Shot good. Big bucket there. Micah Heinrichs throws down the three ball. He's got 14 points in the ball game. 73-55. Hastings out on top. Dribbling with the ball there is going to be McCain. He has it knocked loose. Turnover on Midland. That's their 16th of the ball game. Hastings has got the ball. 6.5 to play. The Broncos leading 73-55. Here's a Binder on the far sideline. Binder moves her down on the baseline, and a foul is going to be called here. It's going to go on Braden Thompson. That's going to be his first personal foul. Here comes Noonan back into the ball game. Simon comes back in. Peterson will check out. And Thompson will check out for the Warriors. Hastings will inbound the ball. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. Boudreaux will get things in. Binder, baseline jumper, good. Maverick Binder now with 12 points in the ball game. And the Broncos back out to a 20-point lead. 75-55. Here's Orr with the ball to Noonan. Now to Lourdes, top of the key. Drives the ball, powers his way to the goal, and a foul is going to be called here on the Broncos. Bombeck picks up his second personal foul. That's going to be team foul number 6 on Hastings here in the second half, so no free throws. Midland will play things in from underneath their own basket. They just lob it to Orr in the lane. A shot no good. Micah Heinrichs with the rebound for Hastings. Broncos are still hitting over 61% from the floor here in this ball game. They are 27 out of 44, and Hastings has hit 58% from three-point territory in this game. There's a Binder spins at the free throw line. Nice move down to the basket. A shot no good. Tip try no good. Lawrence with a rebound. Lawrence coming to the near side. He gets it here to Jake Orr. Out to Lawrence, top of the key. It drives it between a couple of defenders, and a foul is going to be called here on Hastings. It's going to go on Bombeck. Riley picks up his third. Team foul number 7 on the Broncos. Lawrence will go to the free throw line. Midland, they're hitting 50% from the floor in this ball game. They're 23 out of 46. But the Warriors are only 4 out of 17 from three-point territory. That's 23.5%. Shot from the free throw line up there and in by Lourdes. He's now 3 out of 4 from the line tonight. He's got 16 points in the ball game. In addition, they're hitting 60% from the field and nearly 58% from three-point territory. Hastings is 10 out of 10 from the free throw line. Midland is 6 out of 11 from the line now. Lourdes will have one more. Shot is up there. It's going to be good. Hastings continues to lead 75-57. 5 minutes and 39 seconds to play here from Lynn Farrell Arena tonight. Ben Boudreau has got the ball for the Broncos. Now to Maverick Binder. Here's Duran Hall out here in three-point territory. Duran dribbling with the ball. Duran has got it. Now to Bombeck for 3. Shot is up there at top of the mark. No good. Rebound comes down to Jake Orr. Orr runs her back the other way. Here's Lourdes in transition for 3. Shot good. Butch Lourdes hits the 3 ball. He's got 20 points in the ball game. And again, the Bronco lead is 15. 75-60. 5 minutes to play here in the second half. There's a Duran Hall. Duran dribbling with it to the top of the key. Throws up a shot. Good. 2-pointer. Duran Hall. Foot was on the line. Duran hits a 2. He's got 11 points in the ball game. 77-60. Lourdes on the other end. Back-to-back 3-pointers for Midland's Butch Lourdes. Lourdes now with 23 in the ball game. 77-63. Midland all of a sudden back within 14 points after Hastings had a 25-point lead earlier in this half. There's Duran driving the ball to the basket, and he's hit on the play as the ball is jarred loose here. A foul is going to go on Midland, and now we got a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor, 4:24 to play in the second half. We'll take a break with a score. Hastings 77, Midland 63. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious. Naturally delicious.
This is Patrick Mahomes, and you are listening to Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here at Lynn Farrell Arena. 4:24 to play in the second half. Hastings leading Midland 77-63. The Bronco women tonight earlier picked up a big win over the Warriors. They surpassed the century point mark, 103-60. Hastings winning over Midland in the first ball game. Hastings with the ball down here in their offensive end. Here's Binder with the ball. Maverick Binder comes across the top. Duran Hall has got it here against Lourdes. Duran dribbling with the ball, drives it into the paint. Jump pass down in the corner is going to be off of the fingertips of Simon out of bounds. Turnover number 11 in the ball game now for Hastings. 77-63, a 14-point lead. Midland has trimmed a 25-point lead by Hastings down to 14 here in the second half. Lourdes for three. Shot's going to be up there, no good. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Hastings ball. So the Broncos are playing things in. Midland coaching staff was looking at the officials here. Thought maybe Lourdes was hit on the three-pointer. Hastings will have the ball. Here's a Binder driving it back the other way, and he's going to be fouled in the play here. Foul is going to go here on Brody Travis, who's into the ball game now. A 6'2" junior guard out of Waterloo. He picks up his second personal foul. 3:50 to play. Hastings with a 14-point lead. 77-63. Here's Simon with the ball. Now to Duran Hall. Right side of the lane. Duran gets it inside to Heinrichs. Back out here to Ben. Drives down the left side of the lane. He's heading the play. And down he goes, and a foul is going to be called here. Alec Noonan picking up the foul. That's going to be team foul number 6 on the Warriors. Boudreau will go to the free throw line. He was hacked in the act here. As Boudreau will look to add to his total. He's got 24 points in the basketball game here tonight. Boudreau shot from the free throw line, good. 78-63. Hastings against Waldorf coming up on Saturday. 2 o'clock for the women, 3:45 for the guys. On the air with a pregame show at 1:45 Saturday afternoon here on Extreme Sports. Next shot is up there. It is good by Ben Boudreau. Boudreau now with 26 in the ball game. The Hastings lead is now 79-63 with 3 minutes and 37 seconds to play. So here come the Warriors back in their offensive zone here. Lourdes with the ball. Lourdes drives the ball in the basket. His shot good. Lourdes has now got 25 points in the ball game. Hastings trying to break a 4-game losing streak here in this ball game tonight. They got a 14-point lead. Duran Hall out here to Boudreau. Now Duran here on the near sideline. Lourdes will pick him up. Here's Duran dribbling with the ball. He's going to be fouled in the play. Lourdes picks up the foul. Butch has now got 3 fouls. That's going to be team foul number 7 on Midland. So that's going to send Duran Hall to the free throw line. Lourdes and one of the officials having a nice little friendly conversation here on the near sideline. Well, Duran Hall will go to the free throw line here for the Broncos. His shot is up there. It's going to be good. Duran, one of the better foul shooters on the team. He's at 83%. And Duran is now in double figures. He's got 12 points in the ball game. Hastings has got a 15-point lead again. 80-65 with 3:05 to play. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good by Hall. So he hits a pair. And the Broncos lead 81-65. Midland comes back the other way. Noonan drives the ball to the basket. His shot good. Alec Noonan gets a quick field goal. He's got 5 points in the ball game. 81-67. Hastings with a lead. Boudreau is going to inbound the ball, but he's going to call a timeout here. Timeout, Hastings. 2:49 to play in the game. We'll take a break with the score. Hastings 81, Midland 67. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
Looking for a night out that hits different? Head to the 2nd Street Slammer in Hastings, where the music is loud, the drinks are cold, and the vibe is always right. Shoot some pool, play some darts, or tear up the dance floor with live DJs spinning every weekend. Whether you are rolling in with friends or meeting someone new, the Slammer is the place where good times and late nights come standard. Open Thursday through Saturday. Come see why the locals call it Hastings' favorite weekend escape. That's 2nd Street Slammer, 2315 West 2nd Street. Let loose, live it up, slam into your weekend.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
All right, Hastings will inbound the ball here. They've got a 14-point lead, 81-67. Boudreaux has got it. Down to Duran Hall. Duran takes it down the right sideline into the offensive zone, and he dribbles the ball out of bounds. Turnover on Hastings. That's going to be the 12th turnover on the Broncos. Hastings with a 14-point lead with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the basketball game. There's a long-range jumper for the outside by McCain. It's going to be good. Trey McCain now with 9 points in the ball game. 81-70. Hastings with a lead with 2 minutes and 26 seconds to play. There's a Boudreaux here in backcourt. Ben with the ball. Double team. Brings it into the offensive zone. That's going to be Duran Hall on the far sideline, and he is going to be fouled in the play here. Alec Noonan picks up the foul. That's going to be his second. Hastings had a 25-point lead here in the second half. It is now 11. 81-70. Going to the free throw line will be Duran Hall. Duran is 4 out of 4 from the free throw line tonight. He's got 13 points in the ball game, and his shot is up there, and the shot is good. Duran Hall gets the free throw to go down. Here comes a Bombeck into the ball game now for Hastings. The Broncos are 15 out of 15 from the free throw line in this ball game tonight. Next shot is up there. It's good. Wow. 16 out of 16 from the stripe. We'll take it. 83-70. Hastings with a 13-point lead. Here's a Noonan, fakes the three, dribbles the ball down the lane to the basket. His shot is up there and in. Alec Noonan, he scores. He's got 7 points in the ball game, and now we got a foul here in the backcourt. It's going to go on Trey McCain. McCain picks up his first. And now with the score 83-72, Hastings again will go to the free throw line here. 1 minute and 59 seconds to play. Going to the free throw line will be Maverick Binder. He is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. 12 points in the game. His shot good. Hastings, the second best free throw shooting team in the conference at 76%. We're getting the job done tonight. Maverick Binder will have one more. Shot is up there, good. Hastings still perfect from the free throw line. 85-72. Broncos now with a 13-point lead. There's a Jake Orr with the ball. Orr gets it outside now. That's going to be Noonan with the ball. Noonan covered up here at the three-point arc. Now McCain, he'll take the three over Boudreaux. His shot no good. Simon with a rebound. He falls down, gets it to Duran, and he's going to be fouled in the play. Foul here is going to go on Brody Travis. And that's going to send Hastings back to the free throw line here with 1:41 to play in the ball game. Hastings with a 13-point lead. Duran Hall to the line. He's 6 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. Duran's free throw is up there. That one rims off. First miss of the night for the Broncos. It comes from our best free throw shooter on the team, Duran Hall, who had been hitting 83% from the charity stripe this year. Here's Duran's second free throw. It is up there. That one is good. It's now 86-72. 14-point lead. Here comes Midland back with the ball. Orr sends it over to the left side of the wing. A three-pointer put up there and in by Alec Noonan. Noonan hits the three. He's got 10 in the ball game, and Midland will call a timeout. It's an 11-point ball game again with 1 minute and 33 seconds to play. We'll take a break. Hastings 86, Midland 75. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Extreme Sports.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
All right, a minute and 33 seconds to play in the game. Hastings leading by 11, 86-75 here over Midland. Hastings will inbound the ball here in backcourt. That's going to be Boudreaux inbounding the ball here for the Broncos. He'll get things in. And we got a whistle. Got a whistle on the far side of the floor here. Hastings got the ball into Binder. We're going to have a holding call on the far side here. It's going to be Duran Hall going to the free throw line here. Duran has got 16 now in the ball game for the Broncos. 7 out of 8 from the free throw line. Shot is up there. The shot is good. Duran will have another one. Hastings onto a 12-point lead. Broncos looking to break a 4-game losing streak with a victory here tonight. They've been far and in between here this year for the Broncos. Hall's next free throw is going to be up there and in. This will be only the 6th win of the season for Hastings and their 5th in the conference if we can pull one off here tonight. Here's Orr underneath the basket. Down in the corner, a three-pointer. In and out, no good. Noonan misses the 3. Rebound comes out of Boudreaux. Gets the ball ahead now to Eli Puddle. Drives in the basket and shot is up there and in. First field goal of the ball game for Puddle. 90-75. Hastings with a lead. Jake Orr with the ball for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Long rebound. It's going to be lost out of bounds off of the fingertips of Trey McCain. And Hastings will inbound the ball. 65 seconds to play here in the ball game. Eli Puddle checks out after he scores, and that's a driving layup. Here's the inbounds pass here. They're going to get the Binder. He goes for the basket and scores. Maverick Binder now is 16 in the ball game. Hastings leading 92-75. Here's Lourdes on the other end. A three-pointer is no good, and he's fouled in the play here by Bombeck. Boy, that's not what you want. Bombeck fouls Lourdes out here in three-point territory. And now Butch Lourdes will go to the free throw line to shoot 3 with the clock stopped here at 53.2 seconds to play in the ball game. 92-75. Hastings with the lead. Lourdes in the free throw line. First shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Butch Lourdes 23 in the ball game in the first game between these two teams. He's got 25 here in this one so far. Lourdes, another free throw coming up. Shot is up there. That one is good. He'll get one more. That makes the score 92-76. Hastings with the lead. Butch Lourdes will have one more. It's up there. The shot is good. 92-77. Hastings will inbound the ball. Boudreaux gets it to a Duran Hall. Down to a Boudreaux. Ben dribbling with the ball back here. Comes to the near sideline. Ben brings it into the offensive zone. Over to a Duran Hall. 40 seconds to go. Binder has got the ball. Binder here in the forecourt. Comes out to a Duran. Hastings still with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Duran Hall to Bombeck. Bombeck down in the corner to Duran. Just holds the ball. 2 seconds. 1 second in the shot clock. The ball knocked loose. It goes out of bounds. A shot clock violation on Hastings, but there's only 21.5 seconds to go. Hastings is leading 92-77. Here's Jake Orr with the ball. He takes it to the rack and scores. Jake Orr now with 12 points in the ball game. 92-79. Binder with the ball down the right sideline. 14 seconds to play. Binder brings it into the offensive zone. Binder dribbling with the ball. 8 seconds to go. And the Broncos are already heading down to shake hands with the opposition. Hastings has broken a 4-game losing streak tonight. Hastings picking up a win over Midland to keep their playoff hopes alive for the postseason tournament. Hastings beating Midland tonight by a score of 92-79. with the win. The Broncos improved to 6-18 on the season. They are now 5-11 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Midland drops to 10-14, and they are now 6-10 in conference play. Again, the final score: Hastings 92, Midland 79. Back with the final totals after this. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
For all of your professional, residential, and commercial cleaning services, call the trusted experts at B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings. They have been in business for over 4 years, delivering professional services one clean at a time. Reclaim your time and enjoy a healthier, fresher home with a call to B&B Cleaning Pros. Their meticulous cleaning professionals handle everything from routine upkeep to intensive deep cleans, tailored perfectly to your schedule and needs. They focus on kitchens, bathrooms, high traffic areas, dust removal, and floor care. Give them a call at 402-519-4602. Stop in at 123 North Lexington in Hastings or visit them at bnbcleaningpros.com.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Hastings College basketball has been brought to you by 5 Points Bank, the better bank, by High Street Insurance Partners, looking out for you, by Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious, by Mammoth Sports Construction, do something big, by Mary Lanning Healthcare, your care, our inspiration, by Pepsi, delicious, refreshing Pepsi, and by the Runza Restaurants, homemade, fresh. Hastings College basketball has also been brought to you in part by Bob Sass Flowers, Family Medical Center, Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, the 2nd Street Slammer, by the Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center, by B&B Cleaning, and by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Stay tuned. The Bronco Postgame Show is up next on your exclusive home for Bronco sports, Extreme Sports.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland. Naturally delicious.
The Bronco Postgame Show is brought to you by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning, in business since 1984.
All right, Hastings College, they win it here tonight. Men's basketball final score 92-79. Get you the final numbers in the ball game tonight. Hastings ended up hitting 62% for the ball game, 61.2 to be exact. The Broncos hitting 30 out of 49 from the field tonight. Hastings 11 out of 20 on three-pointers, 55%. We were 21 out of 22 from the free throw line, 95%. Midland 31 out of 58, 53%. The Warriors were 8 out of 25 from three-point territory, 32%. 9 out of 15 from the free throw line, 60%. Hastings out-rebounding Midland 28-25. Maverick Binder, our leading rebounder in the ball game, he had 7. Jake Orr had 9 rebounds for Midland. Hastings with 15 assists, 9 steals, no block shots, 12 turnovers in the ball game. Midland had 7 assists, 3 steals, 1 block shot, 15 turnovers. Hastings wins 92-79. Ben Boudreau had 26 points for the Broncos. Deron Hall ended up with 17. Maverick Binder had 16. Micah Heinrichs had 14 points. Christian Pujols chipped in with 8. Owen Wright had 7 points, 2 for Eli Puddle, and 2 points for Miles Simon. Leading the way for Midland tonight was Butch Lourdes. He scores 27. Jake Orr had 12. Alec Noonan off of the bench with 10 points. Trey McCain had 9. Nick Dolzel had 8 points. Their other scorers, Anthony Simon, he came up with 6. Cole Peterson had 4. And 3 points tonight for Amari Rahman. Hastings wins it. They break a 4-game losing streak tonight as they beat Midland by a score of 92-79. We'll have more after this. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
All right, Hastings wins it here tonight over Midland, 92-79. Checking the other scores on the men's side of things here tonight. Morningside has beaten Dort. Final score of 103-88. They've got 5 minutes to play in Crete. It's Concordia leading Doane 74-56. Less than a minute to go in Sioux City. Northwestern with a lead over Briar Cliff, 94-85. And again, Hastings wins over Midland tonight, the final of 92-79. Next up for the Broncos, we've got the Waldorf Warriors coming in here Saturday afternoon as the Warriors get to make the 8-hour trip from Forest City, Iowa to Hastings on Saturday. The women's game will be at 2 o'clock. The men's game will be at 3:45. We'll be on the air with a pregame show at 1:45 here on Extreme Sports. But again, a good night tonight. Both the Hastings College men and women win in their ball games. The Hastings College women winning the first game 103-60. Hastings College men, they break a 4-game losing streak tonight. They beat Midland by the score of 92-79. That'll wrap things up from Lynn Farrell Arena tonight. I'm Mike Will, wishing you a very pleasant good evening from Hastings.
The Bronco postgame show has been brought to you by Ruts Heating and Air, your York Midwest dealer in Hastings, Kearney, and Lincoln. Hastings College Basketball is an exclusive presentation of Extreme Sports.
Man, just these 2 props.
Yeah, so I just, again, everyone keeps betting the over. I mean, that is just like they pushed it up. I think people are going to start coming back on the other side. I think people are going to come back the other way, but that was another one that I went ahead and bet the under. And if it gets better, Mike, if you and I are sitting in here on Saturday and this is 225, I'll just hit it again. I'll